Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what it is. It's First Formation. It's me, your boy Trey, and my man Bishop. As y'all know, y'all check the scenario. See it today is Bishop's birthday, so of course we wish him a happy birthday, bro. What's going on your birthday, sir?
Hey, what's going on? WGO, WGO, what's going on? How y'all doing on this Monday? Yeah, I am blessed to see another birthday. I'm thankful. As you can see, I have on my blessed shirt saying that I'm blessed to see another year. God has blessed me to be able to do that because we know a lot of people, especially being what's going on with this pandemic and COVID, that a lot of people weren't guaranteed to see their next birthday, and God saw fit for me to be able to see mine, so I'm thankful.
Yes,
It's a
sir. Glad to
Monday,
have you here.
but even still it's my birthday, so I'm gonna enjoy it either way. It's raining outside out here in Texas, in San Antonio, so it's trying to get me down, but I ain't gonna allow it to happen. I'm gonna have a great day regardless, man. It started on yesterday and it's gonna carry on all the way. I was just telling Trey it's gonna carry all the way over into the Houston weekend when we go to Houston to cross our national line theta.
Later.
So let's get it.
Of course, of course, of course. Uh, did you get any birthday gifts over the weekend? As it pertains to the sports.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Did you get any birthday gifts on this weekend pertaining to sports? Was it
Oh
what
yeah, I'm
did
glad
sports
my
guys speak to
I'm,
you,
I'm
help hold you down?
I'm happy that the female Sooners are doing their thing. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so
You
much.
dampening the
Yeah,
day, man, with stuff like that.
the form of the female Boomer Sooners, they
Good
doing
morning,
their
Sarah.
thing.
Good morning.
You know what I'm saying? Making it happen.
That's crazy. I seen the upset last night. Well, two upsets. Over the course for this week when you had the Baylor female Lady Bears got upset by South Dakota State, and then
I
of course
know.
Iowa with Caitlin Clark, that what I'm saying, she a walking bucket. They get upset, man. Ain't nothing like this March Madness at the end of the day. You can't
It ain't.
can't hold it. You know what I'm saying? Is doing exactly what we thought it should be doing.
Thank you, buddy.
Um oh,
Thanks,
coach, yeah.
buddy.
So
Thanks a lot. Appreciate you.
So, what I'm saying? So, hopefully Ron gets on here so we can speak to him. But until he gets here, we'll continue on. So, of course, I'm saying, starting with that, the NCAA, the Sweet 16. Of course, there was
March
some
Madness.
upsets over the weekend. And, what I'm saying, USC fell on some BS, but I mean, it's as we always say, if you close enough to let the refs, if the game's close enough to let the
You know
refs,
the saying.
yeah, it's like it is what it is. But that was kind of egregious. Like the one of those things. It had to be. It has to be gut wrenching to sit up and go through and do the exact same thing, have the exact same thing happen to you to play before you go down, do almost mirror to the fact of it, and then a foul get called at the most crucial moments when you send them to the line. That is
Yeah.
unfortunate, but hey, of course, Miami went on and they did business in up against Air Auburn as Miami. A 10 seed was victorious, upsetting 2 seed Auburn with a 79-61 win for their fourth Sweet 16 appearance since in school history. Miami doing their thing, that green and orange represent. Remember, as G Unit, we picked up the moniker, picked up the green and orange uniform.
Oh, you talking about G Unit?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I still got my jersey. Both of them.
I can't find mine, man. I said, well,
Both of them.
actually, I
I
know
got the
where mine
orange
is
one
at.
and the green one.
Yeah, I can't. Well, we was the only one was an orange one. They gave it. That was a special OD to us, the
That's
orange
right.
one.
That's right. We
We
all didn't have
only,
you right.
yeah, only me and you
Good
had the
morning,
orange
Freddie.
ones.
What's up,
But
man?
the
Thank you, man.
whole green joint was the unit was everyone else, but only me and you had the orange ones. Wow,
Orange
man,
one, yeah. I still got
those joints
mine.
was fire. You know who made
Boy, and
those?
that joker
I think
and they still hold up, bro. Them jokers, every time I wear it, them jokers is fire.
you
Them
know who
jokers
made
held up.
that.
Do I know who made it?
Yeah,
Yeah. They
play
called
the two, play the score.
Play the Score.
Yeah, out there with you, Green.
Yeah, here in San Antonio. Yeah,
Brian Green. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to
yeah,
probably
yeah.
hit him up because if your joint still like we talk about
My wife went to school with him.
oh for real?
Yeah. When I
Oh,
come to
so it's
find out
connections
later,
all
of
the way
course, that was
around.
that was before I met my wife, but come to find out
Uh-huh.
later, yeah, they went to school together.
Oh, that's connections all the way around. You might have to.
Yeah.
I know I said I was gonna holler at him about something before, but if your joint is still holding up, and we talk about almost 20 years, bro. No,
Yeah.
10, 15, 15 years.
About yeah. Somewhere right there. Yeah.
All right.
What's up, Stan? Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Good morning, Frat.
Shout out, play the score sports. We're gonna have to holler at him about some stuff.
Yeah, play the score.
Dang,
Yep.
that's like 15 years, bro.
And they still running. They still up. They still running.
Yeah, I see him doing work. I talked to him when I had the basketball team. I had talked to him about some
I'm
stuff.
surprised you didn't go
Uh,
to them for your basketball uniforms.
well, so I hadn't seen him, and then we came back and I had a
Mm.
conversation with him. But I kind of like I leveled up in my in the that apparel game and looking and finding stuff and kind of like that's when I start dealing with the overseas connects and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay.
But you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah,
of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
like you said, quality, especially if
Overquality.
they do
Yeah,
their stuff home. Yeah, if they do the stuff at home.
yeah.
But yeah, I had talked to him briefly. I haven't talked to him since the fraternity, I don't think, but I had talked to him briefly before then, and about some stuff. And but yeah, I speak to him here and there. He's on my LinkedIn, so yes, Brian Green, just play the score sports. Uh,
Stop it. Who is this Facebook user? Because I show one. Well, thank you for the birthday wishes, whoever you are. I don't know who the Facebook user is, but thank you for the birthday wishes. Shout out to Cleveland Browns for not crucifying men before all is said and done. Shout out to Philly for bringing back our D line. Now let's draft a wide receiver linebacker and go get Baker Mayfield. Yeah, not that part.
we
But anywho,
yeah,
let's get
we'll
into
talk.
it, Trey.
We'll get to that. We'll get that. Oh,
Yeah.
that's Dre.
Oh, that's Drake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So of course, like we were saying, Miami, took care of
Appreciate it,
business.
Dre.
Number 10, taking out a number 2. Purdue advanced past number 3. Purdue advanced passes number 6 Texas with a 71-61 win. Texas Tech knocks off number 11 Notre Dame 59-53, making it their third Sweet 16 appearance since 2018. Uh, Duke closes out Michigan State 85-76 to advance to the Sweet 16. Coach K has got his 1200 career win with that closeout. I don't know if this is going to be do it for Coach K, as this is his last hurrah, I guess you could say. When they lose, he's done. So it would make nothing better than to go out with a championship for one who is considered to be one of the goats of college basketball. Ron, what's good with you, bro? What's good with you, man?
Fellas, it look like we got a birthday today.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like, ain't it?
Yeah,
Happy
man.
birthday, Bishop.
He already started to turn up. He already started to turn up. Um, Additionally, number 11, Iowa State. I know Bishop gonna say something about the
Appreciate you, Ron.
you know what I'm finna say this about Iowa State, Ron, and I could assure that Bishop is gonna say something about the fact that they're a Big Ten school. So I'm just saying, I preface it. I'm gonna be like Eminem and go ahead and say the stuff first, so that way when he says it, there's no real impact.
What up,
So,
Key? How you doing?
so of
Good
course,
morning.
number 11, Iowa State knocks off number 3 Wisconsin for a Sweet 16 advancement, beating them 59-54. Uh, Number 5. University of Houston
Thank you, Key.
upsets number 4 Illinois 68-53 to advance to their Sweet 16 berth. And of course, while you get to the bottom of the list, number 2 Villanova continues after beating number 7 Ohio State and Arizona. That was a fire game. I don't know if you watched it, bitch. Probably not because you was turning it up. Arizona outlasts number 9 TCU in overtime with an 85-80 win in to play in San Antonio on Friday for the Sweet 16. That was the better of the games, in my opinion, as it was going back and forth. Supposedly, player of the year from Arizona was showing out. He was showing out. He did exactly what he needed to do to get his team to where they continue to be my pick as I am in the the bracket challenges that I am in, I am the almighty. Stats don't lie. Stats do not lie.
What brackets you in? No,
The
bro,
first
let
the
me
first
see.
formation one and
See.
the speakeasy one. Speakeasy
Hey,
Sports
Oh,
Connection.
Speakeasy had one too.
Yeah.
Must have
I
slipped that
am
one.
that's
I
what.
am inevitable. I am inevitable in these leagues.
Oh my god, bro.
So what's some of the picks you got right then, Trey?
Hold
Mister
on, let me look at my picks because I feel like it's some nonsense he talking about right now.
I
I feel
am
like it's
Yeah.
I
blasphemy. I
am
feel like it's
inevitable. So
just some
of
nonsense going
course
on.
I have of course USC put me in a bad way because I picked them and
Hold on, Trey, real
they
quick.
didn't event
What are your percent? What is your percentage in winning right now?
100%.
You ain't no damn 100%. You've got all the
That's what it
You ain't
says.
got
That's
to
what it
lie,
you
says.
ain't no
Trey.
way at
That's what
100%, bro.
that's what it says. I mean, no, I'm not 100%, but you know, it tells you at the beginning of the bracket on the other part. It
Right.
tells you
I
what your
got
percentage is.
you got the app.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
It says points 490, 100%, 1650 is my max I could get. I ain't got to lie, Craig.
This dude talking about there's how you 100% if you
I'm
so
only state. I
you
only
didn't miss a
state
game.
what they tell me. Yeah, I miss games. Of course, I miss games.
So how did you get so how are you 100%?
I
Appreciate
don't
you,
know,
man.
but that's what they say. I'm just going off what they say.
Oh, see, so Ron, here you go. See, I'm gonna be more real. I feel you. Oh, you won't see mine. Okay, I see what you're showing. See that yours show different than mine. Look, oh, that's Apple, ain't it?
Yes, it's Apple. Come on, guys.
Oh
No,
man,
that's
Stop
the
playing with
they
problem.
me.
say
Yeah,
you
Apple
over
probably
here
ain't
on
updated yet. That's why.
Android.
Because Ron,
Yeah, man.
let
You
me
know.
show you. And Ron, let me really show you how it's supposed to look. Because that's the Apple. The Apple ain't updated. Let me show you how it really supposed to look.
That's how you gonna play. We can't
Oh,
see
I
because
can't show
your
y'all. Mine,
background.
y'all can't see mine. My bad, because of my thing. But anywho, mine says
It's probably not worth seeing
I'm
anyway.
77%, which makes more sense. I'm
You have
77%.
did you have Auburn making it to the Sweet 16, Bishop?
Who Auburn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell no. Hell
Wow.
no. No, I
So
didn't.
you had them losing.
Who Auburn? Yeah.
Trey, you
Yeah.
had them losing too?
Auburn? Yeah.
Yeah, I had him
What
losing.
round did I have them losing in? Let me see.
I had USC going to the Elite Eight, so they would have had taken out Auburn.
Who'd you have going
Auburn
to the
lost.
Elite Eight?
USC,
Who?
but
Oh, I
Miami
had
took
them
them
beat. I
out.
had
So
Auburn
Miami.
winning the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I had them losing to Miami.
Wow.
Yeah, I had them. Wait, they did lose to Miami, didn't it? Oh no, Auburn won.
Yes,
Huh?
they did. They lost last night.
They lost to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I didn't have. Oh yeah, they did lose. Yeah. I didn't have Auburn. Nope.
There goes our number one draft pick for the NBA, fellas. I don't know what to say.
Who? Old boy from Auburn?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one kid. Yeah. I know who you talk about.
Matter of fact,
Yeah.
So of course,
But this is my Sweet 16. I got Gonzaga versus Arkansas,
Mm-hmm.
Texas Tech versus Duke. Duke won.
oh
Yes.
yeah. Michigan.
Texas Tech versus Duke. North Carolina versus UCLA. Purdue versus St. Peter's. Yes, you heard that right. I said Purdue versus St. Peter's. Yes, I did pick that.
So you got St. Peter's beating North Carolina.
He probably reading us his second chance challenge bracket. That's what he's probably
No,
doing.
this is my first one. Look at it. I'm man. I will screenshot that jump. Like you say, I ain't got to lie, Craig. Arizona
Give us
versus
his second.
Houston.
So you basically said you was one of the 161 people that had St. Peter's going to the first round.
I'm just telling you
winning the
what
first
my
round?
stuff's. What I'm showing you what my bracket. I can send you a screenshot. I did because there's always gonna be a Cinderella team. It's always gonna be one. Always.
So St. Peter's. So you basically say you going with your the birthplace in which your birthplace, and it's like, you know what, I'm rocking with Philly. That's what you're telling us. You're like, I'm rocking with Philly all the way. St. Peter's is going to upset number
they
2
ain't going all
Kentucky.
the way. I ain't got them going all the way.
But you had them
I
beating number
ain't
2
got that.
Kentucky.
Huh?
But you had them being number 2 Kentucky. That's basically what
I
you're telling
did.
us.
I
Oh
did.
my
I
goodness.
didn't think. I didn't think Kentucky. I felt like the big names that everybody thought was gonna win wasn't gonna win. All of them wasn't gonna win. Either the Dukes or the Kentuckys, the North Carolina, somebody was gonna come out. And I picked them. Then I got Arizona in the South. I got Arizona versus Houston. I got Michigan versus Villanova. I got Kansas versus Providence, and Iowa State versus Miami. Yeah, buddy.
For the sake of it being your birthday, we want to do you right there, Ron. Because that sounds blasphemous.
Yeah, I can't confirm or deny that Bishop Got
This dude's on his second chance bracket because he got St. Pete.
That is not
It's
my
messed
second.
up.
That is my first bracket. That's the bracket.
we,
That's the same bracket I spoke to y'all about on Friday, and I was saying that I was only lost one game in each region. That's that same bracket. Don't hate
You know
on.
what? I
Don't
can
hate.
give you that. I can give you
Don't
that.
hate on the goat, man. Don't hate on the GOA team, man. Don't hate on that, man. I'm
because
just saying.
they
Good
not.
morning, Mike. Appreciate the birthday wishes too, Mike. Appreciate you. Yeah, don't hate on the Appreciate you too, Frat. Aaron, don't hate on the goatness. The goatness is real. The goatness is real.
Salute.
So, of course, in NBA action, Ron.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
Bishop. Yeah,
Let's talk
Ron.
about it. Let's get him. He on here.
Let's
Let's catch him while he on here. Yeah, let's talk about it. He on here.
Ron.
Let's talk about it.
First and foremost, that bad man draped in purple and gold. Second place all time.
See, Ron,
Second
I gotta
place
find a way to mute Trey
all
at
time.
times like this, man.
Second
I gotta
place
find ways to
all time. I gotta keep on going like on battle rap how they do in the URL. Bring it back. Second place all time.
I like it.
Mm.
LeBron James passes Karl Malone for second place all time in scoring as he sets his as he says he doesn't set his sights to get those records. It just happens naturally. Bishop and Ryan, I ask y'all, does this solidify Mr. James as the greatest player in the NBA?
Did they
LeBron
win?
James.
Did they win?
No, but LeBron dropped 40, Bishop. We ain't gonna
Okay,
do
I
that.
just want to know if they won. I don't care how many he dropped. I just want to know if they won.
No, currently they're 1-1 on my 7-6 prediction. They're 1-1 on the 7-6 prediction. Prediction.
They
He
had an
could get all
incredible
those
win Friday night,
accolades.
Bishop. Why you gotta do that?
I'm just saying though, dog. Like this dude, they now in what? They number 9 or 10? Which one are they? 10?
No, they're 9.
Oh, 9.
Yeah, they're
You
still
do
9.
you
Oh,
know this Dennis
hold.
Hurley?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that because we ain't gonna act like that. Like the Brooklyn Nets ain't number 8.
Yeah, and 9 and 10 is a playoff team in today's NBA. So they're a playoff team, Bishop.
They
Listen,
both at the end of the day they may be different rank. They may be 8 and 9, but they both in the playoff at this point. The play in, I mean.
Play in.
don't worry. Don't worry. Soon as the mayor lift this stupid rule in New Jersey, bro. I mean Brooklyn, we gonna be all right,
And
bro. That part,
really, Anthony,
Anthony.
that's what
That
Anthony.
part,
Right.
Really,
Anthony.
Anthony.
Anthony,
You and
that
Bishop
part,
Anthony,
Anthony.
really?
That part, Anthony. Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you.
Wow. Well, how
But
come
you
no
can go
one?
ahead and answer his question, Ron. To me, it's
How come no
irrelevant.
one else has been in the 30-10-10 club? Trey, since it's so easy to break these records, why is LeBron the first player ever?
Oh my
Only person in the
God.
30,
club.
10,
Only person in the
10,
club. He the DJ.
Ah,
He the bartender. He's the patron. He cleans the bathrooms. Only person in the
oh,
club.
You
Lord.
know, if you know who didn't want to break records, because clearly they wasn't that easy to break, the longevity, being able to continue to play the sport, not having to quit and retire early, and just have the mental fortitude to go through that sport and
The
break these
mental
records.
fortitude. That sounds so familiar.
It's first formations. We got to talk about these military mindsets. And, you know, Jordan just didn't have one, Bishop.
Oh my God, bro.
Whew.
He had to
Say
early
that.
retire.
Y'all comparing a 6'6" guard to a 6'9" small forward.
That's what we're not going to do. We're
Jesus.
not going to make excuses for LeBron. We're not going to make
We're
excuses
not
for
gonna
that.
what we're not gonna do is compare LeBron James to the GOAT. That's what we're not gonna do. That's what we're not gonna do right there.
I just thought we was
True
talking
that
about
because
who
he true that
dominated
because he
that.
true that because he passed Michael Jordan like 2 spots ago. Jordan's fifth at this
So,
point in all time in scoring.
he still won't be the GOAT. He will never be the
Anthony,
GOAT. So it
how
don't matter. He will
how
never
is
be the GOAT.
LeBron a one man
He will
show?
never be on Mount Rushmore. That part, Anthony. Get him, Anthony. Tell him that part, Anthony. That part.
A one man show.
Really, a one man
That's what
show.
we paying for. That's what we want is LeBron to be a one man show. Take over, Bron.
Do exactly what you gotta do. 1-1, got 13 with the hardest left, the most challenging schedule left in the NBA. We're gonna see them do work.
Oh my God! Now it's the most challenging schedule.
Oh,
Oh,
it is. Have you
LeBron
seen
did
their
this.
Have you seen their
Oh,
schedule?
LeBron. I've seen him lose to the
We
Lakers.
talked about
I've
it.
seen him lose to the Rockets. I've seen him lose to the Pelicans. I've seen him lose to the Spurs. It doesn't matter. I mean,
Well, the
whoever the
Toronto
Lakers play,
Raptors,
it's
the
trash.
Toronto Raptors just went on a winning streak out west. They beat like Denver. They beat the Clippers. They was
They beat
handling
LA.
business.
They took care of what they needed
Yeah,
to
they was
do.
on like a 5 game win streak, and the Lakers came all the way up to Toronto. They got embarrassed. Russell Westbrook was getting into it with the fans, and he came out and shot 5 from 6 or something from like that from the 3-point range. Them boys, they fighters. And when they get Anthony Davis back and upset the Suns in the
Oh
first round,
Lord, here we go.
Anthony, I'm gonna be
Davis
looking
got
for
to
you.
come back.
Trey, let's write
Shaq got to
Anthony's
come
name down.
back.
Right,
Kobe, may he rest in peace. I guess his ghost's gonna come back and jump on the court too.
6 man, baby, 6 man. 6 man.
Oh my
Kobe
God.
and Gigi. So yeah, but on the opposite side of the spectrum, which is actually on the opposite side of the country, Ben Simmons has yet to debut in Brooklyn. As Steve Nash basically said, it's a mystery to when he's coming back due to the back injury has not improved at all. So, Bishop, how does that make you feel knowing that you have that asset? Look at Ron's glad.
I'm quite upset, to be honest. I'm very, very perturbed that Ben Simmons is still back on his back because, like, dude, when you came here, like you sat out all that time over there in Philly with your back issue. Why is it not fixed yet, bro? Like, you haven't played in 10 years, 2 years, 3 years, however long it's been since you played. Your back was hurting. You ain't really got a back. I'm gonna tell you, like my grandma used to say, you got a gristle. You ain't really have a back yet. You're only 23 years, 24 years old. He doesn't even have a back. Your back ain't fully developed. So how is it hurting already?
Bishop, you want your money back? You want to bring it back to Philly?
Can I have it back, please? He didn't have back. Yeah, I know, right, Key? That's what I'm saying. Now all of a sudden it's a back issue. And then when it ain't his back, it's mental issue. Like, come on, man, pick a struggle.
Anthony Davis gonna play for 2 games and get hurt again.
I bet you Anthony Davis come back and won't last in the playoffs if you make it.
He gonna play for 2 games. Watch. He gonna hurt his finger or something.
Yeah, mental issues, man. It's everything key with him.
I think Ben Simmons' back problems is serious. Have y'all ever had like a non-related back injuries? Like, it usually comes and develops from a lot of stress, a lot of things going on, and your back to just start breaking down. And I really feel like Ben is dealing with something right now. Bishop, how you just gonna drop your mans like that?
So I'm gonna be honest. So I can relate, to be honest with you, because I had major back problems myself coming out of the military, degenerative disc disease and stuff like that. However, I say again, Ron, he's 13. He don't have a back yet. Like, what back do we have? This dude Gristle, he's still growing. Like, seriously, bro. Like, come on, Ben. Come on,
he's
Ben.
7 foot. Don't forget they got more stretched out body ligaments and things like that. He's stressed
Okay,
out.
okay.
Joel done did him dirty.
Oh my gosh,
When
bro.
Ben
I'm
Simmons
just
come
saying.
back hitting jump shots and 3-pointers, I just want to know who the fake people are ahead of
Three
time.
to the
I still
dome.
believe
Three to the dome. He gonna be knocking them down.
Hey
Ben
man,
Simmons
I,
was
I
like
will
one of
say I
my.
will say this, man. If he, I mean, I'm not saying if. Obviously he has back problems. What I'm saying is pure. I'm just joking. I mean, obviously he has back problems. If it's keeping him out this long, hopefully, whatever it is, they have, a great deal of professionals. They should be able to fix that issue. I
Right,
am
like
concerned
Anthony
why it's
said.
taking so long, though. Most people have back problems because they are working sitting down for months. Sounds like he need a better
This is wrong.
a
This
better chair.
this
Oh
building
my God, Anthony on one this
gotta go
morning.
back. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Anthony. Out of control.
He on one this morning.
Of course, last night as we get into some of these recaps, not Utah, Portland, traveled over to Indianapolis to take on the Indiana Pacers, which it didn't go too well, losing 98 to
Didn't go
129.
too
Nah,
well. That's an
that's
understatement.
31 points. Didn't go
Yeah.
too well. Of course, Portland was led by Josh Hart's 26 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Concerted effort from Chris Dunn, 11 points, and 11 points from Ben McLemore, as well as Trendon Watford contributed with 17 points, 3 rebounds, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. The Pacers was led by, of course, Jose Brissett, who, in my opinion, had the play of the season between him and Lance Stevenson. Lance Stevenson with the around the back no look, and Brissett
Word.
through the alley. Saying with the reverse and catching the body at the same time. Then
Mm.
the look after, saying the picture says 1,000 words. The look after is all over. That would be my selection for the play of the year. Of course, like you said,
Mm.
Brissett, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 17 points from Jalen Smith, 17 points from Terry Taylor. Lance, 2.6 rebounds, 11 assists, 12 points from Vince Days,
Can you
and
repeat
18
Lance's
from
line again?
and it's 18 from Justin Anderson. Lance in that guitar. Lance will rock the guitar. Keep
he,
doing your thing, Lance.
he shot one shot last night, 1 for 1, and this man came out and just said, "I'm just gonna pass tonight."
I'm just
11
gonna
assists.
pass. I'm just
Lance
getting them. I'm
music
just giving it.
dance.
Other people don't fill up the stat at all. He's like, I can get my bucket, but let me go ahead and show y'all my assist game.
Respect.
Shout out to Lance as he continues on, one of them old heads that's still trying to do it. Last night the Grizzlies traveled to Houston to take on the Rockets, which of course made short work of them without their top player John Morant, as Memphis gave Houston the business 122 to 98. Led by guard Desmond Baines, 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Dylan Brooks is back, so there's going to be problems. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists from Jarrett Jackson Jr., 16 points from the Anthony Melton, and 14 something from Zaire Williams, as they made short work of the Houston Rockets, who of course is led by Dennis Schroeder, 17 points, 12 points for Glenn, 12 points from Christian Wood, and 14 from Kevin Porter Jr., who I don't know. Kevin Porter Jr. has a problem, bro. Like, I don't know what's up with Kevin Porter Jr., as obviously he's unhappy being in Houston and probably wants out, as he basically just was nonchalant. Shot a 34-footer from no reason whatsoever. When they came to get him out the game, he pulled an apple wipe, didn't want to come out the game, or he was very slow to move to get out the game. It's like, I don't know what's going on with Kevin Porter, man.
I remember that time Applewhite did that,
Yeah,
man.
that dude did not want to come out the game.
Oh. Mm.
But of course, like you said, in this essence, they got the W. Grizzly did get the W 122-98, and improving their hold on the second seed in the West, as they continue to chase the Suns, who aren't losing for the most part, as they had a hell of a game last night against Sacramento, um, winning 127 to 124 in
Close
overtime.
one, OT.
Yeah. Of course, Mikal Bridges and Devin Booker with all the heavy lifting. Bridges with 27 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 31 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists from Booker. A double double from DeAndre Ayton with 12 and 10, 21 points from Landry Shamet, who actually hit the game winner to keep them up in the
He
head.
came from
Uh,
he came from the Nets too.
yeah, he did. Yeah, here you go. Okay, and JaVale McGee, 14.7 rebounds. Did he come from the Nets too?
McGee,
Nah, he
no,
came
not
from the
McGee.
Lakers. He came from the Lakers. Champion. He
He,
came from
he probably should go back.
championship winning Laker team.
Don't know why they let
Just
him
want
go.
to throw that out there.
You don't what you say, Ron? You don't know why you don't know why they let him go.
Yeah,
They got Anthony Davis. What they need, JaVale McGee. Then they not only have Anthony Davis, then they had Dwight Howard too. What you gonna do with all three of them, big man?
that's pretty much what they got rid of him for. Dwight Howard, and that was a huge mistake. But no,
Yeah, they had all three of them big jokers.
No, I got
yeah,
rid for Marcus All because Dwight Howard had left that year too. He left and went to Philly.
Mm.
they had Dwight and JaVale for the championship.
And
Yeah,
then they left. They both left the following year.
right.
He went. Dwight went to Philly, and JaVale was on the block for a second. Then he ended up going to Phoenix. I think he went to someone else. Then he ended up in Phoenix, and then they
Mm.
brought Dwight back. I digress.
Who's
Oklahoma.
the general manager of this roster again? Palinka. There we go. That
Yeah.
explains it.
Mm.
I want you back. Oklahoma City traveled to Orlando to take on the Magic, as the Magic was able to squeak another one out, winning 90-85. As Bishop would say, the battle of the toilet bowl, where now Oklahoma is 20-51, 19-53 are the Magic after the win. The Thunder were led by 18 points by Darius Blaisley. Got a double from Isaiah Roby, 11 and 10, and 13 points from Trey Mann, 12 from Lindy Waters the third. The Magic's high score, 30 points from Wendell Carter Jr., as he got a double double with 30 points, 16 rebounds, 2 assists, for a career, setting the career mark for himself. 10 points, 5 rebounds from Moritz Wagner, and Franz Wagner, 11.7 rebounds, 1 assist. Gentlemen, do y'all think the youth movement in Orlando is going to end up playing off at some point, just like in other teams, or you think it's going to continue to be a problem?
Well, let me before I answer that question, Trey, and this
Yes.
goes to you, and this is, I guess, why I'm asking this question.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all honestly feel as though you in the yeah, as a team in the NBA, do y'all honestly feel that you could win an NBA title with the Michigan Fab Five? In other words, do you feel like a team in the NBA can win a title with no veterans on the team?
Not in that aspect, like you said, like the Fab Five that they're coming in as a bunch of freshmen.
Right.
I
Or
don't.
even
Yeah,
so let's put it like this. Let's even say 3 years in the league. We won't even call them just straight out rookies. Let's give them
I would
3
say.
years.
I would say so. 3 years of the league is very tough because
And I'm
if you
talking about
remember,
all the team. I'm talking about
the
not
whole
the
team is
entire
young.
team,
Basically, the whole
but the
team is
starter. Yeah,
the
yeah,
starter. The core is young.
yeah.
So I would say, because think about it, we seen that in Oklahoma City when they had young Westbrook, KD,
KD, Harden.
and Harden. When they had a young team, they went to Cleveland.
We got it
Cleveland took
right
them.
now.
Who?
Memphis.
Memphis, yeah, Memphis does, and that's what Memphis has right now. So, but
Yeah.
what I was about to say, it's going to take is the 3 years. I don't think so. But maybe within 4 to 5, I think that's very, very possible. But like I said, we seen in the
Yeah,
OKC with that, and we seen where they went, but they ended up getting swept out the
Right.
championship.
Right.
So I
which
would
that's
think
still an
that
accomplishment.
yes, true that in my
Oh well,
opinion. I mean,
yeah, no doubt.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
it
no
would take
doubt.
it would definitely take some time. I think we're looking more of a 5 to 4. Now, unless one of those teams, in my opinion, has a LeBron esque person, then that probably changes the dynamic. But for 3 years is
Yeah.
pushing it. I think within 5 they can get it done.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think Cleveland is one of those teams too that we say is a Fab Five.
You
uh,
think so?
yeah,
I thought Cleveland had whatchamacall on this squad.
no, they got
What's the
whatchamacallit
center?
in year three.
They got even
Jared
Mobley and
Allen.
Jared Allen.
Jared
No, but
Allen's their only
I thought
veteran.
whatchamacall was still there though.
Cool. Kevin Love.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's still there, but he don't get that.
Yeah,
But he don't get the burn like that.
he's
he in
like
the
seventh
starter.
man. No, 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 no,
No,
no,
he's not a
no,
Kevin
no.
in
starter.
the
He's not
starter.
a starter.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
he comes
So
off
we're
the
looking at
bench.
Cleveland and Memphis then. Are
For
the
this year, we
young
yeah,
guns.
Cleveland, yeah, your young guns. Oh well, you could what's called it too. Even though they're in the play-in at this point. Charlotte, I would say.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're a
They
pretty young
really
team,
just
ain't they?
got Lamelo.
Huh?
I said they really just got Lamelo. Trey,
They got
Oh,
Lamelo. They got Bridges.
what was he like? Year 5, year 6?
No, he's like year 3 or 4.
is he? I
Yeah,
don't know
he's
what we with
young.
Bridges. I thought is Bridges. Is he that? Has he been in that long?
No, he's about
5 years?
3 or 4. He's less than 5 years, definitely.
Oh, okay.
Because you got to
Yeah,
think it's
I'm
about
looking
three
at
or
3 years
four
and
Bridge
under.
brothers. Oh, 3 years younger. Okay, well, yeah. All right, Lamelo. I don't know. I think they would be in that youth movement. I think they would be in that youth movement for a core,
Well,
not their core. So their whole core isn't like. Of course, they have other people, but I think they would be the youth movement as well.
Okay.
right. And Memphis got Steven Adams. So even going back to the original question, every team is going to have at least one or two
Yeah,
veterans at
Right.
yeah,
the end
that
of the
has to
Right.
day.
start. Yeah,
Right. Right.
But I don't think the
But my
Fab
whole question
Five,
was, can you win with the so-called
right?
young team a championship with a young
And
team?
I don't even think we can go to championship. I think it's playoff series. I don't
That
think
too, that
one
part.
team,
I was just
I
about
think
to
one
change
team
it. Actually, I was about to say
yeah,
that part.
I think it's feasible for them to get to a playoff series as a young team, especially over the time frame. Oh, you know what? Who we forgetting? And
I don't
well, no, Minnesota is they a part of the youth movement?
know. Carl Anthony Towns is like 10 years in the league at this point.
Has he been in? No, Carl Anthony ain't been in
No,
I'm
that
pretty
long,
bro.
has
sure he
he?
got drafted in 13.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
see.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, then no. Yeah. That's a
He an
veteran.
old man putting up 60
I know,
pieces.
right? Yeah, that's a
He ain't
veteran.
that.
That's a mad veteran. Yeah,
He
he a
playing
veteran.
like a man. He's a bad boy.
He
They
is.
better hope they don't get the Lakers.
Mm. I think
That's
that's what Carl want though.
he chose violence.
Carl
The
Anthony Towns
Timberwolves chose
he's
violence.
he's 8 years, 8 year vet.
Who,
Hey,
Carl?
Yeah,
That big cat? Oh, okay.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
eight
that's
year
still a
vet.
veteran though.
he like a tech sarge right now.
Yeah,
Big
he a
E6.
veteran. Yeah, he's still a veteran.
He running the shop around now.
He is running the shop. Hey, Carl, we gonna be out the office. Hey, we need you. Hold it down.
He said it's all good. I'm putting up stats, fellas.
Yeah, I got 60
Listen,
for you,
rolling.
coach. I got 60.
Oh, going back, Miles Bridges has only been in 4 years. He's so I guess he's
Okay.
Okay.
he got
I give him
He's still on the
2019.
cusp of
fine
it.
now.
Yeah, he's a newbie still. He's
He
still on the
flunked
cusp.
his senior year to stay around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fourth year.
There you go. Yeah. That's
Fifth
it
year
right there.
senior. Fifth year senior.
Fifth year senior. Yeah, because of COVID. Yeah, because of COVID. Because of COVID, you get that fifth year.
So
Yeah.
going
yeah,
back
so
to these young squads.
Huh?
No, I know we was talking about the Orlando OKC game. These young
yes.
teams. We went off into this.
Uh-huh.
I was just gonna say I actually like OKC, even though they
OKC
are
is young, ain't they?
Yeah, they are, but
They're a
they're
young team too.
yeah.
Yeah.
This was battle for second place right here. And y'all know our boy Jabari Smith just got embarrassed at Auburn last night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And just like, uh, who do we want to see our rookies land at? Everybody wants to play the Lakers. Don't nobody want LeBron in the first round. No,
Why not?
no, no.
Who doesn't want the Lakers in the first round? Everybody.
You telling me if
Toronto
you're the
won them.
Phoenix
Houston
Suns,
won them in the first round.
if you're the Phoenix Suns or the Golden State Warriors, you'd rather deal with LeBron than deal with Robert Covington and the Clippers. No.
Yeah. At this point, at
Oh,
the
Trey.
way the Lakers are playing, oh yeah.
Come on,
Trey, why?
we're talking to the guy that said he
The Spurs
chose
won.
St. Peter's to beat Kentucky in the first round. Come on,
Hey, it happened. It
it did.
happened. What do you want me to say? It happened.
He said we don't believe you. We need evidence. You gonna
I
have to
know y'all
fact
don't
us
believe me.
with
I'm gonna
this
send y'all a screenshot.
bracket there.
I'm gonna show you a screenshot. I'm gonna send y'all a screenshot of my
And
bracket. So y'all
don't try to crop
I
out the second
can't crop
chance
it. I
banner
can't do
at the
that,
top.
bro.
Don't try to crop out the second chance banner
I
at the top.
can't do that. I can't do that. It won't let me crop out nothing. Y'all just haters, bro. Why y'all haters, bro?
I'm very salty this Monday. I had a very frustrating college basketball weekend.
Uh, of course, as we continue on, the New Orleans Pelicans traveled to Atlanta to take on Trey Young and the Atlanta Hawks, in which the Pelicans continued 30-41 with the dub 117-112. Atlanta drops to 35-36 on the year. The Pelicans were led by 26 points from Jonas Valanciunas, 12 rebounds and 4 assists. CJ McCollum's 25 points, 4 rebounds and 8 assists. 17 points from Herman Gomez, 17 from Eric Johnson, and Jose Alvarado with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Trey Young led his Hawks with 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists. 21
7
points from
turnovers.
7 turnovers.
Yeah, come on, Ice Trey.
That's not going to get it done. Bogdanovich, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 27 points from
Appreciate it, Sydney.
Danilo Gallinari, and 11 from DeAndre Hunter. As now, as the Hawks were a hot team at one point, are starting to fall back and relent to other teams. As we'll talk about it a little later, we look at this the current playoff picture. The Jazz defeated the New York Knicks in the Garden 108-93. The Jazz, of course, led by 36 points from Donovan Mitchell, 23 from Jordan Clarkson, 13 from Louis Gobert, 14 apiece from Royce O'Neal and Herman Gomez. Correction, and Rudy Gobert. The Knicks, 24 points from R.J. Barrett, Randall with 13 and 11, 17 from Evan Fournier, and 16 from Emmanuel Quickly. Uh, Gentlemen, do you think the Utah is a silent assassin at this point? Do you think they're going to creep up on somebody?
Not after beating the Knicks. No, sir.
No.
Mm-mm.
Everybody know who the Jazz are right now. You can't.
We all know who the Knicks is.
Yeah.
Julius Randle, 6 for 21, 1 for 6 from the 3. Sometimes, big fellas, sir, you got to know it's not your night.
Get down there. Go get down there.
Lord have mercy.
Go clear out. Make a get a rebound. So last night, Ron, this is what Bishop was waiting for.
I know. Here we go.
93-88. So if I was to tell you that two teams played, one has a pretty good core, the other has a bunch of up and coming, probably a part of a youth squad as well. If I was to tell you that these two teams, one was going to score 93 points, the other one was going to go score 88, and then I gave you the names of these two teams, the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Toronto Raptors, I don't think anyone would believe that the 93 points belong to the Toronto Raptors. But that is exactly what happened. Pascal Siakam, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 21 points from Precious Achua, 13 points from the rookie Scotty Barnes, 12 points from Chris and 14. I, I don't know what to say, but let's say this. 21 points, 13 rebounds from Joel Embiid, 19 points from Tyrese Maxey, 17 points from James Harden, 12 points, 2 rebounds from Matisse Thybulle, but 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists
Yes,
from
Tobias.
Tobias. 0 points, 0 rebounds, and 1 assist from Shake Milton. And 0 points, 0 rebounds. 0 points, 0 assists, and 2 rebounds from DeAndre Jordan. James
Mm,
Harden, 17, 9, and 8.
mm,
Ron, is
mm,
this the reason?
Somebody look
that
at this. Somebody look at this. Somebody look at this.
Ron. Philly now 43 and 27, Toronto 40 and 31 as they are climbing and walking up the standings. Philly's in their sights. Ron, what say you, brother? What happened?
We ain't in no Toronto sites. Flagrant foul with 2 seconds left. Um, Philly needs some bench help.
Mm,
We better hit the buyout market hard.
I feel your pain.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's like the top 5 people that you see that got stats is the only 5 people on the team that got stats. If you go to Philly's players, there's only one player in the bench that has any type of stats, and that's George Niang. Everybody else is straight zeros. DeAndre
Mm-hmm.
Jordan does stink. The bench is horrible. I actually went to sleep dreaming about this last night. Like, who can Philly get
Damn.
to fix the bench? Like, is Jamal Crawford, Jay Crossover? Does he want to come back? Is he still playing the big three? We need a miracle because I don't know what can do to fix the problem. And then we got Tobias Harris, man. Mr. Can't make a shot. That's his name. Mr. Not making a shot. Just watch Tobias Harris play. He'll take it right to the lane, wide open layup. Brick, 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 brick.
I'm
Every
just
time.
saying.
And then just think, y'all gave because Drummond is over in Brooklyn doing work.
Y'all think I'm lying about Tobias Harris? Bishop 2 for 9. That means 9 times he took that ball to the rack, and only 2 of them went in.
Damn, bro.
I'm not making it up. I don't know what happened to Tobias Harris. James Harden went 0 for 4 from 3. Trey, does this say more about the Raptors? Because Bishop was just clowning the Raptors when he was talking about how the Lakers beat them.
The Raptors are a force to be reckoned
6-game
with at
road
this
win
point.
streak.
Yes,
6-game road win streak.
the Raptors are doing what Minnesota is doing in the West. Solely
So
and
I shouldn't
steadily.
feel that bad as a Sixers fan. We ran into a monster.
Mm-hmm. Another monster out east in which y'all potentially can run into again. The Boston Celtics played the Denver Nuggets in Denver. Boston, both their players, 230 pieces. Jason Tatum, 30 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Jaylen Brown, 30 points, 6 rebounds, no assists. 13-point contribution from Grant Williams. Peyton Pritchard, 17 points. Boston, what can you say? Of course, the Joker's 23 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 13 points, 4 assists from Aaron Gordon, 11 points from Deshaun Bones Highland, 12 from DeMarcus Cousins, but it wasn't enough as Boston, like I said, wins 124-104, improving to 44-28. Denver drops to 42-30. Bishop, is Boston a problem? Does the Eastern Conference have a problem?
Absolutely, Trey. As you see, I'm asking y'all right now, are the Celtics finals ready? In my opinion, they
Ooh, I
are.
don't know about that. You think so?
Oh boy. Yes. Bro, they hitting on all cylinders, bro. And they beating ass and taking names, bro. They don't care. They taking out all the top names, bro. Top C's, bro. They don't care. The Celtics are ready, bro. They are ready.
Ron,
They are ready.
you think so, Ron?
Smart and all of them
Celtics
over
ready?
there, Tatum, they are ready to show that it's the
7 game
Boston of old,
series.
bro.
Joker shot 8 for 23 last night. So
Mm-hmm.
that speaks a lot about Boston's front court. Robert Williams, defensive player of the year. But are they finals ready? Jason Tatum, 11 for 17, 30 points, shot 60% from the three last night. Jason Tatum has to be better than Durant. He has to be better than Embiid. He has to be better than Jimmy Butler. If the Celtics is going to, he has to be better than Giannis.
Mm.
He
Right?
can do it. He can do it. That shot got to be wet. Like last night, 60% from three, you're going to beat a lot of teams. Can Jason
Absolutely.
Tatum step up and become a top five guy pretty much?
Right.
Because Giannis and KD, and I guess we got to consider Embiid, they own that top five. Is Jason Tatum ready to take that next step of his game? And I don't know. I don't think so.
What? So you
Celtics
don't think
Yeah,
the
are.
Celtics are finals ready, John?
I wouldn't be surprised if they lost in the first round.
Woo!
because so
Right
when you
now,
think about it, it's like go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
right now, the 4-5 matchup is them in Boston. I mean, them and the Bulls.
And you don't think
That
they
could be
can
a
get it? You
problem.
don't think they can get the Bulls?
I asked the question: is Jason Tatum ready to become a top five guy? If Jason Tatum come out here shooting 50% from the three in the playoffs, I'm gonna be quiet. But I said that's the one thing. That's the only thing that's missing. That's the only they. I love their team.
The consistency. So when you look at it, right, and like you said, over 7 games against 7 teams, they fire. Like they're 25 and one. I mean, they're 21 and 4 over the last 25 games they've played. So at
Now
that, like, really, you'll say that part is like, oh
that
snap,
part,
like we got a problem.
yeah,
But are they? But when you put that's 25 different teams in which they play, when you put them against one team for 7 games, then the dynamic changes a bit. They might. So I think they potentially could, like Ron was saying, that I mean, Jason Tatum has to continue to be super
lights
Tatum.
out.
Yeah, he has
Yep.
to be that person. Brown has to continue to do his contribution, and for them, that they're the engine that pushes them forward.
But my
But
thing is,
can he
Trey.
do? Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
But can he do that? This is my thing, though. I hear what Ron's saying. I hear what y'all saying about Tatum, right?
Hmm.
Excuse me. The only thing about that is Tatum doesn't have to do that for all 7 games, bro. See, my thing is Tatum. You're asking a lot of Tatum to put that whole team on his back and carry him
But he
through the
has
first
Jalen
round,
Brown.
second round, third rounds. There's going to be games where he's going to have to take those. He's not going to be able to do all of that, which is cool because it's a 7 game series. As long as he can do that in the majority of the games, he ain't got to do it every game, but as long as he can do it in the games that really, really count, because I'm sure the Celtics is going to have home court advantage. So if he can do it in all the home games and maybe one of the on the road games, that's enough for the Boston Celtics to do what they need to do to get into the next rounds.
So we speak
You got
about
to show up
Tatum.
every night.
Yeah, true that, and we speak about Tatum, but I actually think the success lies in what Jalen Brown is doing. Because for the most part,
That
they
too.
expect Tatum to go off. You expect Tatum to
Right.
get his,
Right. He
but
gonna get his. Right.
yeah, but if you're not stopping Brown
Or
and
smart.
or Smart, yeah, or what I'm saying, Smart does his tangible things here and there. If you're not stopping neither one of them, then it's going to be a long night for any
Right.
or a team for the most part. So yes, if you it's one of those things like, do I let this man go off and just corral everyone else? If you can't corral Brown and you let him Tatum go off, then it's a problem. You're going to run into a buzzsaw. And that's the only way I think they get. Of course, we say 7 game series, but all you need is 4 out of the 7. Like I said, that could be a reason potentially why they may be able to get Chicago in the first round. If, like Ron was saying, if it was this first season, if this was the playoffs starting today. But at the same time, I think Chicago has the same type of offense or the same type of situation as what Boston has, to where you have 2 scorers and some people, and probably better supporting cast than what Boston has. So that is where the problem lies for the most part. But we'll see, as we still got some games left. and we'll see where they end up at the towards the end of the season. Of course, the last game of last night, the San Antonio Spurs traveled to Golden State to take on the Warriors, which surprisingly enough, in the toe tournament events. Well, first let me get to this. We had another game to where Draymond Green was ejected. So, gentlemen, I ask y'all, is Draymond Green that much of a influence that him being ejected from games is usually when Golden State loses? Is he that much of an influence
Yeah, greatest defender of all time.
all
He
time?
is one.
All
I don't
time?
know about all time now.
He starts the conversation, so you can say it.
We talking about we talking about in the conversation with the Dennis Rodmans and the Giannis Antetokounmpos. You would even call him a better defender than Ben Simmons?
Oh, without a
Ooh,
doubt. Draymond has actually won Defensive Players of the Year award now.
Okay, I gave you that. That is a pretty good receipt.
I'm not making this up, fellas.
Okay, I'll
facts.
give you that. That is a pretty
Hey,
good
real
receipt.
quick,
I'll give you
Anthony.
that.
Yes, Dallas did beat Boston, but Dallas also lost to the Knicks by almost 40. Just so you know. Just a question. I mean, just put
Another
that out there.
another another
You
pretty good
saying that
another
Dallas
pretty
beat
good receipt.
Boston?
Another pretty good receipt. I tell you
we
these
have to
receipts,
take
bro.
these. We
These
have to take
receipts.
these NBAs and wins and losses balance. You have to put the
Yeah,
team wins and losses in a bucket and weigh and examine them. Their best
exactly.
moments and their worst moments. Who are they really?
Yeah. Yeah, the
So of course,
Mavericks
as I
lost
said,
to the Knicks on the 9th of this month by 107-77. Like seriously,
the
at
receipts. I
home
tell
at
you,
that,
receipts are a
Anthony. Just so
must.
you know.
So San Antonio, as you said, the San Antonio Spurs got the win 110-108 in a huge turn of events in the last few seconds. The Spurs was led by Josh Richardson, 25 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists from Keldon Johnson, 19.6 assists, 6 rebounds, 8 assists for DeJounte Murray. And of course, Zach Collins contributed with 11 points. The Warriors, Klay Thompson, 24 points, 3 rebounds, 28 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds for Jordan Poole. We need to talk about that in a second. Otto Porter, 16 and 16, 3 assists and 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists from Andre Wiggins. Like we said, Draymond was ejected, but he usually does spill a mediocre stat with 4.6 rebounds, 5 assists. Again, Steph Curry is still out potentially. I'm thinking that they would get him back at the beginning of the playoffs. But, gentlemen, I ask y'all this: is Clay expendable now?
Yeah.
Ooh, and Ron didn't even think about that.
Jordan Poole, man, Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is trying to become their heavy lifter.
Mm,
He
I
ain't as
don't know,
automatic.
man.
He ain't as. I don't think he's as wet as Clay, but
Yeah.
he gives other things.
Is his defense but well, Clay's defense done declined because of his injury too, but
Because of the injuries. But
Clay should.
mm,
kept, but
I don't know
Poole
if
is
he's
automatic,
expendable
man.
though. Yeah, I don't know if he's expendable though. That's
What do we mean by extendable? Easy to replace.
that's what that's what I want to know. That's a good question, Ron.
Yes, I mean, well, easy to replace. Yes, let's say that. Yes, easy to replace at this point.
Very extendable.
Because if you think about it, he was gone at the time and they was winning. He comes back, they have start losing.
No smoke for Bishop today. Yeah, I was gonna go at Bishop on a couple of things today, Anthony, but we gonna let him have the day. Leave Bishop alone.
Poole and Clay are doing their thing in Steph's absence. And that's another thing, man. You got to look at it like,
Yeah. Clay has 30 and 40-point quarters. That's hard to replace.
yeah,
He
Although
had
I think
30 and 40-point quarters.
he just had one the other night, I think. Against the Bucks or something.
He
He had
had
a
30,
big night.
37 points.
yeah.
Yeah.
Clay did, yeah.
I mean, I feel like he's replaceable, but he does have nights like that. So
And hence the reason that's what I would play. I'm sorry, man. I'm just a very. I would be. I'm very. I would be a
we
very
really
shrewd
cannot
GM.
answer this question until we see him in the playoffs.
I would be a very shrewd
Mm.
because I'm looking at like we can get some stuff for Clay right now, but we have a pretty good
You looking at
Jordan
what,
Poole.
Trey?
We can get some assets for Clay at this point.
Oh yeah, that was the Golden State's biggest
Mm.
loss. They didn't make any moves at the trade deadline.
We can get some pretty good assets for Clay at this point. We're glad to have him back, but again, as I pointed out, I mean I know they're without Steph, but since Clay has came back, they have been having problems. They're not winning a consistent winning team at this point. However,
It's
before
gonna
Clay
take some
came back,
time.
they was on fire.
It's gonna take some time, bro. I still think they still trying to figure out. You know, you just brought back Clay not too long ago. Now you brought back Draymond a few games, like 3 days ago. So 3 or 4 days ago. So I think it's gonna take some time. Look, the Lakers ain't figured it out yet, and they didn't had their big three all season. So I mean,
And
just
so
give
there
it some
we have
time.
it. I was waiting for when the Lakers was going to enter the conversation when they didn't even play last night. But in true
You brought him
fashion,
up,
I
but you
brought
yet
up
to still you
a
started off with the Lakers.
milestone. I brought up a milestone.
It's
I didn't
still
bring up the
yeah.
team. I brought up a milestone.
You
But
don't
I
bring up
expect
nobody else's milestone. You bring up LeBron's
ain't no one
milestone.
else. Ain't no one else. What? Who else had a milestone over the course of the weekend? Coach K.
It
I
wouldn't
said
matter
he
if
got.
it
I said
was
he got
somebody. You
1,200
still gonna
games.
put LeBron's first.
Of course, tonight we have a 9-game slate as a couple teams do battle. One of them, since Bishop loves to speak about them, the Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers have a game tonight, but first, of course, Trailblazers, the Portland Trailblazers, travel to Detroit to take on the Pistons. Gentlemen, in this game, as we know, Cade Cunningham was hot before he didn't play a couple of games ago. But still, I asked the question: who you got, Portland Trailblazers or the Detroit Pistons?
I'm going with Cade Cunningham, man. Let's go with that man. That first round pick. Let's go with Cade, man. I'm going with the Pistons, man.
Same.
Gotta go
Of
with the
course,
Pistons.
I foresee it's another across the board
LeBron
evening.
come back home.
LeBron, as Ron was stating, comes back home as the Los Angeles Lakers travel to, as we just talked about, them hot boys in Cleveland, the Young Bucks and Young Guns. 6 o'clock game. Bishop, Ron, Cleveland and LA. Who y'all got?
You already know. I told you I ain't picking them raggedy,
Lakers, right?
stinky, janky, doo-doo ass Lakers no more for the rest of the season. I'm picking them Cavs, bro.
Ron, are you in agreement?
Give me LeBron, baby.
Okay, let's go.
Oh my God! Only because he playing in Cleveland, huh? He back home now, so he
Right.
gotta go show out
They
at
coming off the
home,
loss.
just like some old LeBron James nonsense.
I'm agreeing.
LeBron is sexual.
Who you pick? Who you pick, Trey?
Come on, guy. You know who I'm picking. I'm picking LA on this one.
Oh my God!
I
I
can't
hope
let
Cleveland beat the brakes off them boys.
The New Orleans Pelicans was up and traveled to Cleveland again, as we was talking about another team that has some youth, a little youth movement going on. Pelicans, Charlotte Hornets, in Charlotte, fellas, who you got?
Ooh, this is a hard one right here.
Look at the Pelicans fly.
This is a hard one on the road too. I don't know, man. McCullum balling. Ooh, at home, man.
Brandon Ingram out.
Let me get the Pelicans, man. I'm gonna get to take the Pelicans on the road.
You know, Ron.
Brandon Ingram out.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, Joel, and Giannis are all tied for league leader in points right now at 29.8. Somebody's question was a little bit earlier. Do these last 9 games matter? And I think that's a hell yeah.
Anthony, that was Anthony's question.
Right. A lot to still be determined, which is
The
crazy.
the Pelicans get this. If Pelicans are able to get the win, they continue with an opportunity, depending on what LA does, to move ahead and push LA to the tenth seed.
Exactly.
So
Which
who
would
who
be.
did Ron pick?
He hasn't yet.
Oh,
No, I picked the Lakers.
No, I'm talking about for
no,
Oh
New
no,
no,
Orleans.
no, no, no.
we talking about the
Oh,
Pelicans. Yeah.
Hornets. Brandon Ingram ain't playing. Was for me.
Yeah, see, I'm rocking with the Hornets as well. Let's go, Charlotte. Miami found, walks up into Philly, ready to do damage as they will be taking on the 76ers on the 76ers home court. Gentlemen, Heat versus Sixers. Who you got?
Ooh, this is a good one. This might be one of the games of the night. Yeah, it is. It is one of the games of the night. Is Embiid playing?
Yes. The Embiid's hand. I don't know if Harden's going to have another calf injury or something like that. But I mean, so, Embiid and Priest and Maxi should be there.
Yeah. What about man? What about Maxi? Is he playing? Is he like
I'm sick of
all
the
the people in which Ron talked about? Are they playing tonight?
I'm sick of the Sixers. Right. Literally, none of them can miss a game, or we're screwed.
Man, you know what? The 76ers lost the last, was it last night or night before? Whatever night they
Last
lost.
night.
I feel like they're gonna win at home. They're not gonna take another L at home. So I'm taking the Sixers.
You sure? Because they ain't favored at home, which is just disrespectful. I don't even know.
It is. Oh, because they lost to the Raptors at home. That's right. They did lose to the Raptors. Golly, but they ain't gonna lose 2 in a row, man. I hope not. I'm taking the Sixers. I'm hoping. I hope not.
I'm staying away.
He's going with the Heat.
You going with the Heat?
No, I'm going with the Sixers.
I'm going with the Heat.
Oh, Trey going with the Heat though.
Will
That is
they
a good
show
question, Listan. Will they
up? Are we
show
talking
up?
about the Sixers?
Ooh, he
Another
said,
back to back.
She's gonna say there's another back to back. Sheesh.
Yeah, I'm done with them. I can't
He's
put my
done.
heart up.
Oh, Ron done washed his hands of the Sixers. No,
Not like that. I'm tired of them hurting my heart, man. I don't know.
He's very somber. And so I
He
might
said,
to
"I'm
say
getting
that
tired of these dudes."
Miami is where you going with?
No, I'm washing my hands of it. I'm just going to enjoy the game. I am not picking.
He said, "He not picking." Ron, you got to pick, man. What are you talking
Sixers,
about,
you
bro?
better not disappoint me. I'm not gonna pick against the Sixers, and I don't feel eligible right now to pick them. So I don't know, fellas. I don't know.
Say I don't feel eligible.
We need prayer and holy oil. I don't know what's going on. Like the championship trophy that I had in my head is just slowly disintegrating.
Dwindling away, huh?
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, you in the same boat as
Tonight, speaking of another team in which one of the panel members love, the Utah Jazz traveled to Brooklyn to take on the Brooklyn Nets in Brooklyn, which means there will be no Kyrie Irving sighting on the court. Gentlemen, who are y'all rocking with, the Jazz or the Nets?
I'm now. See, I sit here and talk about Ron.
This got frustrating.
Yeah, I see.
Frustrating rant alert.
I sit here and talk about Ron, and then my team play next. I'm not gonna do like Ron though. I'm not gonna wash my hands of him. I'm gonna stay with my squad, man. I'm sticking with Brooklyn. I gotta roll with Brooklyn, bro. I'm working with the Brooklyn.
BK in the building.
You know Ben Simmons still ain't playing, right?
Huh?
I said you do know Ben Simmons still ain't playing, right? And they
I
ain't
do.
Kyrie on the floor.
I do, but guess what? This is what I think gonna happen. KD gonna come out and show out, man. Him and Seth gonna have a good game
That's
at
all
home.
you got. That's all you
I
got.
know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know.
Oh man.
I gotta roll with my Nets, man.
He
I
said,
can't
"Why
lose
you
my
think the
trust.
Nets gonna win tonight, sir?" KD.
Yep,
KD.
KD's gonna be the one. Yeah, it's
All
gonna be
right.
KD.
I guess he's like the Lakers. The Nets can't win or the Lakers can't win if they start don't get 50 points.
You right.
Ron,
I
what do you
can't.
think
You
about
know
what
what? I
Key
can't
said?
even knock you for that one.
What do I think about what?
What Key said?
Oh, yeah, we should have got rid of Doc the minute he insulted Ben Simmons. We wouldn't have this problem that we got. But
When did he insult Ben Simmons? Oh, and Ben Simmons. I'm thinking. You know what? Never mind. I'm thinking about. I'm hearing you say Ben Simmons, but I'm thinking about Embiid.
but
You're right.
Doc Rivers has the opportunity to change the narrative about him. He has had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Y'all remember the Clippers, man, with Chris Paul, Blake Griffin? Them
Yeah.
boys did not
Mhm.
get it done. Doc Rivers don't get it done. Change the narrative,
Mm.
Doc. You got two MVPs. Two MVPs. The
So you
last time
saying
we
he not
saw
that coach then?
the last time we saw two MVPs together was KD and Steph, and we saw what happened. They completely shut down the NBA.
Right.
We already compared Embiid and Harden to Shaq and Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a stretch, but we still should see some glory. Let's
Mm.
go. Let's go.
Mm. Who'd you
Uh,
pick, Trey?
I'm. I think I'm going with Utah on this one, man.
Okay. I want to make sure. I want to hear it.
Uh, Next up, Raptors versus the Bulls. Toronto comes in with their win streak.
I
And down
know.
into Chicago. Uh, Chicago ain't been doing too hot. Who y'all rocking? Chicago or Toronto?
That's gonna be a good one too.
The Lakers is down. The Sixers is down. Even the Nets is down. This is a rough season, despite how great it's been. But the one thing that brings me joy, fellas, is watching the Bulls go out there and get embarrassed. Let's go, Raptors.
Mike,
Whoop
where
the
you at?
Bulls arse. Exactly. Can't stand Mike.
Golly, this is a hard
No
one.
Raptors. Make
You,
it 7 games on a row, win in a row.
yeah, this is a hard one, man. Yeah,
It's
on the
Caruso
road.
playing.
I'm going with the
Caruso's
Bulls,
back.
man. At
Yeah.
home, I'm going with the Bulls at home.
Oh, the Bulls have no injured players when you pull up the game. No, I really hope they get embarrassed tonight.
Yeah, I'm rocking
Bulls
with
have what?
Chicago too.
No
No injured
injured
players.
players. They all back. We should see Lonzo. We should see Caruso, the Caruso, Levine,
Yeah,
DeRozan. They all back. I want no
yeah,
excuse to Chicago.
yeah. I'm going with Chicago. Who you pick, Trey?
That's Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Of course, the Washington Wizards off there going on their West Coast swing as they played the Lakers last night. I mean, not last night, as they last played the Lakers. Now they're showing up in Houston to take on the Houston Rockets. Gentlemen, who y'all rocking with? Does Houston? That's another youth movement. Get the win, or is this the? Does it belong to the Unicorn and Coos at the end of the night?
Who's? We're gonna have to
Golly.
call them worst league in the team, Houston Rockets.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with shoot. I'm gonna go with the Wizards, man, on the road.
I agree. Definitely agree.
I think the Rockets need to go ahead and make
That's a
that
young team,
investment
man. That
into
Rockets
Ben
team is young.
Chero. I like Ben Chero to the Rockets. Not
Mm,
our,
Wow.
not our
mm,
guy, not our guy out of Gonzaga, Chet
hmm
Holmgren. And we saw our guy from Auburn, Jabari Smith, go 1 for 9 yesterday. I guess he can fit with the Rockets, but I like their young core. They
They
stepping up.
do. They got a nice. Yeah, that's what I say. They like Trey said. That's another young team in the Rockets, man.
And of course, the last two games in the night, the Boston Celtics takes on the Oklahoma City Thunder in
Tatum,
Oklahoma. Who y'all
Tatum,
rocking at Boston or does
Boston.
OKC and they your core gets the W on the upset?
Boston favored by 15 points.
Yeah, I'm going with Boston, bro.
Dang, OKC.
Of course, across the board, I figured that. And lastly, the Minnesota Timberwolves travel
This
into
is the other
D
big
Town
game
to
of the night.
take on the Dallas Mavericks. Luca Magic, full effect. Who y'all
Big
got?
Cat.
Cat or the or Luca Magic?
That's a good one. Golly, that's a good one. That's the game. That's probably the game of the night.
It's the Timberwolves. They're, they're playing on a different level right now. I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee, like Chuck, this is my guarantee of the night.
I'm
Give me
taking, I'm taking, I'm taking Dallas. I think Luca and them going to get
uh-oh,
that dub.
uh-oh.
I think Luca them. I think Luca had dinner with Mark last night, and they had a conversation, and he was like, look, Mark was like, look, Luca, you don't want to go back to Europe, do you? I need you to come through tonight, bro. Tomorrow
Dang, with
night,
the
I need you to make
tactics,
it. Huh?
with the strong hard tactics.
Yeah, strong hard tactics. Yeah, I'm going with Luca and the Dallas Mavericks, bro.
Got it, got it. And of course, I'm going with Ron, and I'm rocking with Minnesota. So, gentlemen, what we have before we get into the football topic, because there was a couple of things that happened in football over the course of the weekend. Right now, the playoffs was to start. The Western Conference will shape up as Phoenix is currently the number one seed. Number two, if Memphis Grizzlies. Number three, the Golden State Warriors. Four, the Utah Jazz. Five, the Dallas Mavericks, and six, excuse me, is the Minnesota Timberwolves. In the seventh play-in spot, we have holding Denver and the Clippers at Denver at 7, the Clippers at 8, and then of course the other spot is currently the Los Angeles Lakers sitting at the 10 spot and the Pelicans sitting at the 9 spot. Of course, if things go tonight, go the way we said it, or I said it, they would still be in the same spot because both teams are expected to win. In the East, we have Miami at the 1, Milwaukee at the 2, 76ers at the 3, Boston Celtics at the 4, Chicago Bulls at the 5, the Cleveland Cavaliers at the 6. The 7th spot belongs to the Toronto Raptors, while the 8th spot belongs to the Brooklyn Nets. And then, of course, the 9 and 10 spot, 9 going to the Charlotte Hornets, and the 10 going to the Atlanta Falcons. Still some basketball left, at least 11 to 12 games, in which we can see how this starts to shape out when they start to thin out. Um, I look for it. I'm here for it. Let's go. Um, of course, let me see where we at in the NFL action. I know it was talked about briefly before we got off the air on Friday, but the unfortunate injury at the pro day as Ojiwa gets a Achilles injury.
Tear, a
Oh,
complete tear.
Yeah, yes, tear. That's pretty bad, man. Now, of course, does he get drafted, gentlemen? Is he still drafted? Is the team going to
Ooh.
waste their number one pick on a
number
player that is
one.
not going to play? I mean,
Huh?
their first round pick.
Definitely not no number one.
No, not with an Achilles tear. Not with an Achilles tear. He would probably still get drafted, probably.
Late,
Um,
or you
but
think he's going
late,
to still be
yeah.
a top three? Is he a date? Is he the first 2 day draft?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think he's a fourth or fifth.
Mm, a
He
steal,
has to drop.
basically.
Yeah, he has to drop key with that. It's unfortunate, but yeah, he has to drop.
That's really
Oh
unfortunate.
man, this is a Michigan linebacker. Dang, I
Yeah,
don't even know my
Yeah,
own guy.
he was supposed to be in the top. He was supposed to be drafted in the top, at least the top. What 15?
yeah. Who?
What
What's his name again?
David Ajobi.
Huh?
Ajobi, Ojoba,
Oh, a Joe.
Ajiba.
It was a Joby
Yeah,
who we was supposed to draft.
yes, the one that initially who you are. Yeah,
A
from Mel
Jobo
Kiper's.
from
Yeah.
Michigan, the outside
Hmm.
linebacker.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my God.
I
Yeah,
didn't even
he
put it together. That's wild.
yeah, I didn't either. I didn't know it was Ojobo. I seen it and I actually seen what happened, but I didn't know it was him. I didn't put two and two together. Oh man. And yeah, it was one of Philly's picks. So now it's oh man. And who hold on, let me see something. Who's the other what other outside linebacker is on the board? Oh boy out of Penn State. On big in Binkiti or whatever. Yeah. Oh, and
Don't
then there's a
do
boy
it.
out of Minnesota, Maffey. But I think he going to Dallas or something. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. That was the only two. That's the only three linebackers that's on the board. Oh boy out of Utah, Lloyd. He's an inside linebacker. Oh yeah,
This
he's
is
definitely gonna drink.
heartbreaking. Do we need to get rid of Pro Day? What in the world? Dang,
Who said we
dude.
need to get rid of Pro Day?
He was asking that question.
Oh no, they won't do that.
Never.
Because Ron, only so many can get invited to combine. So he's the pro day won't go nowhere. That was just a real unfortunate. I know he's it's not complete torn. They said 6 months if you torn it 100%, 12 months earlier into it. Oh, if it's not a complete tear, then maybe not. I'm sure.
If it's
So
only
he probably
6 months, he gonna be back for the start of the season.
yeah. So I'm sure being that he tore it this weekend, over the weekend or whatever day that Friday. I'm sure if it's a partial tear, then he probably went into surgery. I'm sure probably today or sometime early this week, he's gonna go. So they'll probably talk to the docs and see how well the surgery went and if it was a complete tear or not. And that's gonna determine where he goes because the draft is not until next month. So it'll give him a little time to talk to docs and see where he stands in regards to post op and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Sound like a
He's still
second
gonna
round.
drop. He's still gonna drop though.
If I'm the Eagles, I replace him with the 15th pick, and I steal him in the second.
Still go after him then.
If you got the space.
Yeah. So you
Some
saying
team.
so in other words, yeah, but if you're not at the combine, you can still do the pro day. Right, exactly, Key. So you say not pick him up initially where Philly had picking him up at 15, but pick someone else up and then maybe possibly catch him in the second or the third round by Philly still by Philly. Okay.
Draft him
I like
and
that.
for him to compete with. Why not?
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know what Philly gonna do with these picks, Bishop. I just think they're gonna break our hearts.
I hope not, Ron. Don't say that, man. Don't speak that into existence, bro. Please don't say that. I'm so so many people have asked me that. Like, what do you think y'all gonna do with these picks? Y'all got 3 in the first round. Do y'all think y'all gonna keep all 3? Do y'all think who do you think y'all gonna go for? And I'm like, man, I just don't know.
It's so why I feel this way is it's so simple. Rusher, DB, receiver.
That's it. Simple. That's it. Real simple.
Quarterback, linebacker. I'm like, what are y'all doing? All right, go quarterback, linebacker, lineman.
Yeah, real simple, bro. But again, Key, exactly. I don't know how Howie is. He just got that extension. So Howie, this dude just got an extension. So it's like, man,
I can't wait for the draft.
I hope he don't screw this up. I really do.
So of course, in other Philadelphia, while we got y'all in the Philly vein, y'all brought back defensive tackle.
Yes,
Fletcher Cox re-signed for a $14 million deal. As also y'all got Anthony Harris and Boston Scott. So are these moves approving for the Philadelphia fan base?
Philly.
Well, when it came to it was already stated that Brian Cox. It was already stated that we was gonna get him back Fletcher Cox. We was already gonna get him back anyway. Once we heard that he was getting traded, I like the fact that we did that. A lot of Philly fans like the fact that that was done. There are a few who felt like we probably should move on from Fletcher, but it is what it is. In regards to Scott, I like Scott in the backfield. I think he's a running back by committee in regards to with Miles Sanders. You wasn't a fan of Harris coming back. I think it's mixed emotion in regards to Harris. Some people didn't care for Harris. Some people did. Oh, my bad. You cut Cox and sign him back. That sounds fishy. Why does that sound fishy, Anthony?
Contra restructure. It's the NFL. It's
Yeah,
business.
it's
Different
business.
things
Yeah,
going
it was
on.
a way to free up some
Yeah,
money
4
and then
million.
bring him
Yeah,
back.
free to 4 million because he was due to pay 18 million. It came back for
Mhm.
14 million.
I
Right.
think these pickups say a lot about the team Bishop and their direction with these draft picks, because these is all interior players, which
Right.
is makes it sound like why didn't they pick up no receiver? You telling me they didn't try to get Amari Cooper? They weren't in
Bruh,
on
not only
getting
Amari Cooper, but all the ones that was out there. Amari Cooper, Allen
Jarvis
Robinson,
Landry.
like
It's got to
Jarvis
be because
Landry.
Philly
Come
is
like this.
they
That's
getting
my
them a
and
top
this is what
guy.
bothers me, Ron. That's what bothers me. Like we need a wide receiver, and yet and still we had all these damn wide receivers available, and we didn't grab one.
The Eagles need to they gonna get one of these top guys. Drake London, come on to Philly, baby. They
Well,
need to draft
they
you.
got us looking at London or Olave.
Since we done lost our linebacker, draft 2 wide receivers in the DB. Why not? Make them
I
all
like
match.
it.
We
I
taking
like
all the
it.
receivers this year. Y'all
I
ain't
like
getting
it.
none.
Burks or Olave or oh boy out what's the other kid out of Ohio State?
Ooh, I thought you was talking about.
Olave and Wilson.
I like it.
Which Wilson ran in, he ran a 4.38 to Olave's 4.39. Apparently, no wide receiver wants to play in Philly. Don't do us like that, Key.
Started
You went
looking at
after
the
Woods.
stats. They
He
said
wanted to go to Tennessee.
70% run team.
Yeah, that's right. Woods did go to Tennessee. He left the Rams and went to Tennessee. Like, you right. Something up, Key. You ain't lying. Something up. Like, why we can't get no receivers, bro? All these Watson is nice let round guy. Yeah, we got all these receivers available, but yet and still we can't get one to come to the Eagles. That is
Why the
crazy.
Rams let Woods go though?
Oh, I did hear that. Did you hear that, Ron?
Yeah.
You looking at Jordan Davis at the defensive tackle, the Georgia prospect?
Oh no, didn't hear that.
Yeah, it's been talked about us looking at Jordan Davis. Coming out of Georgia, the big 6'7", 370-pound DT. I'll take it.
Happy birthday to you.
Hi.
Thank you, Joji Bear.
Oh, Bishop had to go. He had birth. Turner. Or is it just me?
Yes, yeah. Oh, no problem. Matter of fact, I got your number. I'll call you about it. All right, appreciate it. Say, okay. I'm sorry. I'm here with y'all. So, all right. So I see y'all. I mean, I hear all of the talk in reference to Philly and like we talk about. So as we was talking about the Roberts Woods traded for a 2023 6th-round pick to um to Tennessee. I foreseen it coming, Ron. I don't know how you felt about it, but I seen it coming. I just didn't think it was enough. I know before you had a ideal of a 5 wide greatest show on turf situation, but I just didn't see it for the most part. At the end of the day, it was just a situation where I just felt like they wasn't going to do that. I didn't. I thought Woods would end up leaving, be the odd man out. Technically, when you look at it, bringing in Allen, so now they have Robinson, Cup, Jefferson,
We can't let
and
Odell go.
yeah, and now you would be a moot point to let Odell go. But I mean, at this point, Odell's a free agent, and whoever he feels like, I mean, I know he said he wants to stay in LA, but I wonder if someone comes with more money and it's a formidable team, does he leave as well?
I don't think he should leave for the money. He's got too much of it already, and he's in a perfect situation. So why would you want to leave Odell? I can't see a world in which the Rams let Woods and Odell get away.
Well,
But
they got
this,
rid of Woods, but I think they got rid of Woods on the notion that they were going to keep Odell.
yeah, that better be the case. Oh, it's gonna be some angry people. I'm gonna call up our general manager. Some complaints.
So of
'Cause
course, and then we see Cordell Patterson resigns for 2 years with with Atlanta. Um, he proved to be a very a nice commodity in Atlanta. But does he continue with that same energy, or do you think now everyone's watching, checking for him, and he's going to be and he's not going to have the same success as he had last year?
who are we talking about?
Cordell Patterson.
Oh, he's staying with the Falcons.
Yeah, they signed him for 2 years.
Ain't nobody worried about Cordell, man.
He's not. He's not a fantasy. He's not a fantasy pickup this year.
He had some cute stats last year. I mean, he's all the Falcons got. They don't got Ridley. It's just Pitts and Cordell. So of course he's going to be a fantasy pickup because he's going to be doing it all: rushing, receiving, passing. He going to play quarterback. He played safety last year too. They put that man as safety last year, bro. Quarterback, safety, receiver, running back, tight end. Cordell can do it all. Great fantasy pickup. I wish he went to another team though, because
Yeah, I agree. I wish he would go somewhere.
all those talents could be used, and all Falcons gonna be using you to do is go 6-10.
As Anthony
Now we're gonna
says.
talk about how they missed out on the Deshaun Watson lottery. How does the
Oh yeah.
Falcons Falcon? Trading.
Trade him, get rid of him. You think he's getting traded?
Regardless, they need to bring in a rookie young quarterback, someone to start looking at the future. Now you can keep Matt Ryan in place and have him be, the veteran.
The veteran presence.
Yeah, and help develop the rookie. If he wants to be that role, if he feels like he's still a competitive quarterback and wants to go to a winning situation, go to the Colts or something. I don't know, but it's just a mess. I don't know how Deshaun Watson's not there.
So back on your Rams before we get to the
No,
back on your Rams. Stafford, 160 million on a 4-year extension.
I loved
$40
it.
million
Get that
man.
taken out the way.
Get him out the way. So now So what you think? What you think they're gonna get offered Odell? He made $4 million last year. What do you think they're offering Odell? An injured Odell. Like, think about what we just said about Ajoba. So now he's an injured Odell. You don't know, on the same knee. You don't know when he's coming back. What is the offer that you're giving him to stay?
Whatever Odell wants.
Oh,
That's what we're gonna start the contract negotiations at. I'm hoping he gonna say 3 years, 30 mil. Is that something we could do? 10 mil a year. He made 4 last year. Off. I don't know the
extensive contract, a long-term contract.
Yeah, give him some years, give him some stability, make him happy, make him feel welcome. I don't know the Rams cap situation, but no matter the cap situation, these billionaires have the ability to go over them whenever. They just like to be cheap, and that's okay. But no, open up the bank accounts, pay some luxury taxes. We better not lose Odell. I may stop being a Rams fan.
Bro, y'all got too many weapons as it is. Y'all don't have enough balls to share.
Thanos had too many weapons too, and it was a good
Are you comparing the Rams to Thanos?
Yeah, Sean McVay got the gauntlet on his hand.
Wow.
We need to keep that Odell stone on the left pinky and keep it for backup.
Y'all probably should have kept Vaughn and allowed Odell to walk.
Now Vaughn went and got 160 mil. Like if somebody gives Odell $100 million contract, it's just
It is what it is. Hey, yeah, you can't beat numbers. Yeah,
y'all gave him 100 mil.
yeah,
Lord
you
have
can't beat numbers. I don't care what you do. You can't beat numbers,
And
as
so,
we
and
see.
so that's what I was asking Bishop. Like, what is the Rams willing to give now that Woods is a Titan, which is a problem in itself. Woods and
Oh,
AJ
that's right.
Brown now.
Woods just went to Tennessee. That's right.
Yeah.
So
Trey, I feel
okay,
like
so Odell's gonna fill in that spot basically.
any number under 50 mil, the Rams should be able to make happen, Trey. Once it gets
Ooh.
above that,
On a real?
I didn't say 1 year 50 mil, 3-4 years 50 mil, 12 million a year. I pay for Odell 6 mil 1 year. So if we did that 3 years, it would be 3 years, 18 mil,
18 mil, yeah.
5 to 10 million in incentives. If we go to the Super Bowl
But that's
again,
still. But see, if we 6 million for 1 year,
he made 4
don't
mil
don't you
last.
think don't you feel like OBJ is getting cheated compared to these other receivers
So
getting
this is why I
multi?
say no. This is why I would say no to this. I mean, to this answer your question, due to the fact of OBJ is coming off a second injury on the same knee in 3 years. I
I thought
I
it was
think
the
it's
opposite
fair,
knee.
or even that, or even which even makes it worse. So now we're looking at the same. Like, I just paid you $4 million last year, so a 1 year $6 million is fair enough for you to come back to a play it contract. Like, you're gonna miss X amount of games as is. So I pay you $6 million to come back and play out. If you show,
The
saying
remainder
that
of
you
your
can,
contract.
yeah. If you show me that, okay, that you're going to be a problem, then I have no problem with giving you some loot in years the following year. But to sit up and just to put you on, I mean, this at this point is a retainer. I don't think 6 million. You're making $2 million than you did last year on a retainer, and probably the same amount of games.
Mhm.
Now at this point, you're free to go. If someone else wants to pay for you and want to take a flyer on you, then so be it. But I'm not going to. So 1 million 1 year, 6 million. I do that.
I feel like the Packers would give him a lot of money.
You feel like what, Ron?
The Packers would pay over the price for him.
Ooh, OBJ going over there with Aaron. Ooh,
Just because they don't got anybody. They're not going to repeat. Right. I feel like next year's trophy is Tom Brady's, but there's no reason why the Rams shouldn't
ooh,
be in the NFC
ooh.
Championship.
Look. Trey don't want to hear that. Trey don't want to
I,
hear
that,
that. Tom
I'm
may
not
get
worried
it
about
again.
hearing it. It's not Tom. Like, in what world do y'all see his Toms? Right. So let's put this in perspective. They won 1 year with a roster. They brought back the same roster the following year and they lost. Now they have nothing remotely close to the roster. So you're telling me that
What don't they hold
Justin
on?
Gage,
What
you
don't
tell
they
me that
have
Justin
remotely
Gage,
close?
that you tell me that just at this point they don't have a running back. They don't have the
Fix it.
same.
Where's LaFournette at?
He's matter of fact, he's on his way to New England right now for free agent visit.
Not having a running back isn't an issue though. What's next?
Yeah, that
But
is not an issue.
let's not act like they didn't win the Super Bowl based on Fournette running for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, like this.
Campbell Tom's phone log. He got so many running backs on
Yeah,
speed
it's
dial.
phone. You can get running backs a dime a dozen.
So, so I hear you telling me Melvin Gordon could be an effective running back in Tampa Bay because he's one of the few running backs
Ooh-wee.
that's still out there.
Yeah, he
I'm
could be.
sure Tom could get McCaffrey if he wanted to.
We all know Tom cannot get.
Oh no,
McCaffrey.
they're same division. I don't know if Carolina would trade in division.
Yeah,
So
he
that's
wouldn't make
I
it. He
just don't
wouldn't make
say
it.
at
He
this
wouldn't make it
point
to Tampa Bay.
McCaffrey. I mean, not McCaffrey. You got me saying McCaffrey now. Melvin Gordon's still out there. Gronkowski is still a free agent. Like,
That's a
at
matter
this
of
point,
time.
he does. At this point, he doesn't have anything close to the same team which he just had. and then he's coming back. So he's recruiting. I know he's recruiting. He recruited Justin Gage.
Absolutely.
Like so, I don't see in any way Tom being. He's not even a factor in this at this point, in my opinion. The Buccaneers are not a
I was
factor.
gonna
I
say,
mean,
when you're talking about the 7-time Super Bowl champion, there's no way you could put that.
he's not overcoming. He's the LeBron of the NFL. We see what LeBron is doing
Don't
now
you
with
do
the
that.
Lakers.
Don't you ever disrespect Tom GOAT like that. Don't you ever disrespect that man like that.
So who's your best two teams out NFC then, Trey?
It's funny
Because
you
you
asked
know,
that.
you know who I feel actually needs a lot of debate in this top two, Bishop. It's a team we talk about a lot on here.
Say what?
I asked Trey who's his top two teams in the NFC, and I said one of them who I think needs, we need to acknowledge is one that we talk about a lot.
So the
That
top
green
two
and
teams.
black squad.
Oh, yeah.
What green and black squad?
Might be top two in the NFC. They definitely better than the Cowboys. Definitely better than the Giants. Definitely better than the Redskins.
Yep.
I don't know.
They about to just go to the Bugatti. They about to go to the Lexus store. They about to go to the Mercedes and just start picking out new toys. We want that one, and we want that one. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles is the best team in the NFC next year.
I think the top two teams in the NFC.
Don't say Niners.
Nah, I don't see it. No, I wasn't gonna say the Niners. I would say the Rams is one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Rams and Eagles.
Nah, I wouldn't say the Eagles.
Okay, we listening.
The Rams.
Why do people act like the Eagles wasn't in the playoffs last year, Bishop?
I don't know why people do that, bro.
The Rams.
The Eagles could have beat the Cowboys and the Packers too now. Last year. They just drew Tampa Tom. It's nobody. The Packers is gone, Trey. The Buccaneers, we don't know.
So yeah, I would put it with. I would put San Francisco ahead of them before I say the Eagles. I would say
You knew
San
that
Fran.
was coming. That whole time you knew that was coming. Talking about no, it would be San Francisco. All of a sudden, here he come right back to San Francisco.
Well, I'm still searching. I'm still
coming,
searching for
Ron.
another team.
He didn't.
He went through all of that just to get back to
I probably would put the I probably would even put the Giants ahead of y'all.
Who?
Oh,
The
go ahead and
Giants.
log
off.
Stop it.
We don't acknowledge him.
Stop it.
Get under some skin.
Please.
I would even
Give me
probably
an
put the Giants, man.
How you putting the Giants before they didn't even make the playoffs?
We had
I'm
to
talking
take
about
it's
it's a new year. It's a new year.
Oh
It's a
my
new
gosh.
year.
Okay.
It's a new year.
Okay. You might as well take Carson Wentz and the Redskins too now. Then
Yes, I probably
I know,
would do
right?
that. Actually, I would still have y'all at the bottom. Y'all did win y'all division this year, but coming this year, I probably would keep y'all at the bottom, honestly, in y'all division alone.
We didn't win our division.
I'll say y'all went to the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't win it. The Cowboys won our division, but won the NFC East, but that's not how you treat people.
That's not how you treat
Exactly. Tell
Anthony
him
said
again,
the
Key.
Eagles played bad in the playoffs. They went up against Tampa Tom, and
I know we played the GOAT. Come on, man. Everybody always talk about we played the GOAT. Like seriously?
No, did we?
They started.
No,
the
y'all
game
played.
off.
Y'all played Tampa. My fault.
Yeah, y'all didn't play the GOAT.
They
No, we
started
played
the
the
game
other
off. They started the game off real rough. Couldn't get nothing going.
Yeah,
it got better in the second half. I don't know. But I think Anthony is a Deadskins fan, so
he is.
I
I
felt
you
the
don't
bias.
You don't see that
I felt
photo
the
he got up
bias
there.
text.
Don't worry though. Don't worry. He's going to be crying by with Carson Wentz. He'll be crying by week 6.
All right, yeah, and he got weapons. I love Carson Wentz weapons. I love the Redskins D line. Okay, y'all better bring it. I want to see at least 7 wins out of y'all boys.
But y'all still didn't make the playoff, Anthony. It doesn't matter if you beat the GOAT if you don't make the playoffs. What does that mean? That goes back to what you were saying about the Dallas Mavericks beating the Boston Celtics. That's irrelevant. If you beat us, if you beat them, you didn't beat them when it counted.
That's actually how many wins they got last year. 7. 7-10. Get ready for another 7-10 year.
You know, especially with Carson Wentz. Stop, Joe. Especially with
Yeah,
Carson Wentz.
there's literally no other good teams in the NFC. It's wild. You can't really consider Arizona a top team, nor New Orleans. Minnesota is probably the closest to like that main group.
Don't open
The
that.
Rams, Niners, Packers, and Cowboys and Bucks, the main 5, which I think Cowboys really drop off this year. We know the Packers is going to drop off. How many wins y'all think Rodgers going to get? He got 13 the past 2 years.
I
Maybe
think he's
11,
gonna. Yeah, 10.
10 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that division's stillable. I might be rooting for Chicago. Our guy, I wish they did some upgrading. Maybe the AFC can loan the NFC a team. Can we have the Raiders for a year?
Matter of fact, hold up 1 second. Let me see. Let me get through the rest of these, and then so we can get to that last one, which I talked about. So we already talked about Fournette is basically pulling up in New England as he's going to take a visit. Corey Littlejohn signed a 1-year deal with the Carolina Panthers. Additionally, also offensive tackle Teron Armstead is paying a visit to Miami this morning in reference to his services. Defensive back Logan Ryan signs with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tight end Gerald Everett signs a 2-year, $12 million contract with the Los Angeles Chargers. So, of course, in the AFC West just continues to get stronger. Tight end Austin Hooper leaves Cleveland for Tennessee after he was released, so he signed with Tennessee. James Washington has become the newest weapon in Dallas, leaving Pittsburgh to go to the D-Town. Of course, Dante Fowler signs with Dallas, reunited with Dan Quinn. Leo Collins signs a 3-year deal with Cincinnati. So just as Bishop was saying, now you're getting more offensive linemen in Cincinnati, to where now we're gonna see what it is that Joe Burrow can do if he has a above average line. DJ Moore signs a 3-year, $61 million deal in Carolina, solidifying him staying there. Juju Schuster-Smith signs a 1-year deal in Kansas City worth $10 million, basically what he probably should have did last year. Now we'll see. Now that puts Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes and company. Of course, I seen the tweet with McCole Hardman is like, damn, I understand. Puts
They're
him on
not
the
getting
back.
rid of him, though, is they?
Who,
Hardman?
McCole Hardman? Nah, he's just stating that he's not seen as the a part of that crew. It was just
You're dang right, Nicole. Bring it this year. Lord have mercy.
So of course, but what saying the thick of it is, of course, Deshaun Watson signs is now traded to the the Cleveland Browns for a Deshaun Watson and a 2022 fifth round pick was traded to Cleveland for 3 first rounders, a third rounder, and a fourth rounder for a later date. Additionally, Deshaun Watson signs for 5 years, $230 million. And then all in this, the Cleveland. I don't know why I keep saying Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns have also signed Jacoby Brissett to a 1-year deal to play as the backup or starter if need be.
You
Gentlemen,
kept
this move. What's up now?
No, I was letting you finish before.
Yeah, go ahead. So now this is where we're at. on this move, gentlemen. They pulled the old okey doke on us, and now we have it to where uh, Deshaun is a Brown dog pound, Brissett dog pound. What do you think about the move, Sean? Ron, you shaking your head?
Yeah, the meme's been out of control this weekend. First of all, $230 million guaranteed to Sean
Forty
Watson. I feel
six
like
million a year.
We need the Chris Tucker $200 million. First ever, highest ever, and
Forty
there's so
six
many
mil.
implications that we can talk about on how Deshaun Watson made this happen after what he's coming from. But we don't need to get political. We can keep this sport
I'm
moving.
just I'm just shocked at that how he went from Atlanta to Atlanta and possibly
New Orleans.
New Orleans, and all of a sudden he just comes out the blue and
Because
decides to sign
Cleveland
with
said we'll give you
Cleveland.
every single dollar right here, right now, today.
Like, yeah, where they do that at, bro? In
They made
Cleveland,
it
of
happen.
all places, like Cleveland is not the team to go to for quarterbacks. They second in line behind the Jets. I'm just saying.
You're saying this is bad on Deshaun's decision making, is what it sounds like. You saying he should have went to the A or New Orleans, but ultimately Cleveland ain't gonna be the place for him. Which I like. Ultimately, everybody that goes to
That's what it
Cleveland,
sounds like he's saying.
ultimately everybody that goes to Cleveland, who's that person that we're like, you know what? They had an incredible career up there. Nobody.
No one that you
They,
don't
they
ever
had
hear
that.
that.
They had that one lineman. What was his name? He played like 20 years or something there and never got to be good. I don't know, but there's no heroic stories that come out of Cleveland. So, but are there any that come out of Atlanta? Because they just got tumultuous history. It's just pain after pain after pain, and I feel like this adds to their pain. Like I'm looking more down on Atlanta. How didn't y'all make this happen? How?
And they was
Everybody,
there.
they
Cleveland
own
came in at the hour, at the last hour. Like, you know what? We got these.
Kyle
It's like
Pitts.
they used the last ditch. He's like, you know what? It's just like Iron Man snatching off the gauntlet
Yo, yeah, snatch it up.
and
They
put it
literally
on.
have players tweeting about our guy Watson coming to the Falcons and playing with him like it was locked and done. Kyle Pitts. Oh, RIP. Did y'all see they took Kyle Pitts' tweet, canceled it, and made him retweet something else? Oh man, they had Deshaun Watson in the door. Falcons. How do y'all Falcon again? Again. Again, they had that guy in the building, Trey.
Yes,
What in
Joe
the
Thomas.
world?
That's who it was.
Joe Thomas, our Cleveland cat,
Joe
our
Thomas, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bulldog. That's the one story out of Cleveland. The best football story the past 2 decades, fellas. Put that in perspective.
So Trey, my thing is for you, right? So we haven't seen this man play in an entire year. An entire year.
I think I know where you're going with this, but okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. An entire year.
True that.
Well, hold on, buddy. We haven't seen this quarterback play in Deshaun Watson an entire year, but he gets a contract for
46 million.
230 million guaranteed 5 years,
Guaranteed. All guaranteed.
all
Every
guaranteed.
single penny.
My, every
46 million a
penny,
year.
every brown penny, guaranteed. Mind you, we don't even know if he will receive any NFL discipline because of those 22 counts.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, Trey,
Mm-hmm.
this goes to me. We haven't seen this man play an entire season, but you still don't want to pay Kyler Murray, huh?
It's completely different.
How is
Completely
that
different.
different?
Kyler
How is that
Murray.
different?
The last time we seen Deshaun, he proved that he is a baller. He's a
That was
player.
over a year ago.
He's the best
That
quarterback in the NFL.
Was over a
yes,
year
he
ago.
proved that. It was over a year ago. But what we seen in Kyler Murray is you're asking for us to give you $46 million, $40 million at minimum. With the rest of these quarterbacks, let's put that in perspective. All the
40 million.
quarterbacks,
Now look at what Watson is getting.
what?
He's
Okay,
getting
46 million. So
thank you.
let's put this in perspective, right? Every quarterback who has gotten paid: Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, uh, Matt Stafford. Who else got paid?
Dak Prescott,
Josh Allen, Dak Prescott,
Carson Wentz.
and all those players. Kyler Murray is not any of those players, and you're saying that you deserve 40 million when you've only had one good season for the team. Again, prove to me that you can have as minimum as two good seasons for our team, and we can have a conversation about if we're going to pay you or not, or we're going to go ahead and let you walk in free agency.
No. What you fail to realize is, again, when it's all said and done, we're talking about a quarterback that's getting guaranteed 230 million.
Based off
Guaranteed.
of what he has done, his body of work, based
In
off his
over
body
a
of work.
year ago. And we still don't
He
know when
didn't
he's
play
gonna hit
last
the,
year.
and we still don't, and mind you, we still don't know when he's gonna hit the field because he could receive NFL discipline.
So
So he
okay,
could be
so tell me
suspended
this.
up
Tell
to
me
Still,
6 weeks or
yeah,
so.
NFL discipline.
Tell me this. Ron, see this is the OU bias that's coming out. I understand it. So tell me
Oh
this,
my
Bishop.
God, here
We
we
ain't
go.
Tell
have
me
one
this,
yet.
Bishop.
Hey, Trey. Dang, you done brought it up. Now we got to get one, Bishop. Go ahead. It's your birthday.
Yeah, you know, boomer, Boomer. You already know.
So
Yeah, there we go.
You even
so
got the baby doing it.
She know
so
what it is.
when you look at it, like over the course of let's think of this: the years in which we seen Deshaun Watson play, has he or has he not been light years better than Kyler Murray?
Hold on.
Facts.
Hold
Yep.
on, Ron.
We
What you
don't need
won't do is you
Deshaun
won't say
Watson
he's
like
been
years
light
better.
years. Hold on. What y'all won't do is
Light
just
years.
boo boo
So
all over Kyler like that. Y'all not
And
finna
it's
So
do
when
me
you
crazy
like
that we're comparing these two and they both have the same toy for their career for the most part. Hopkins made both of them.
you stupid, Anthony. I was just thinking the same thing though, but you stupid, Anthony. I'm just saying. So you saying the only way Colin Kaepernick could you stupid for that. I'm just saying.
Watson is better than Murray, hands
Stop
down.
it, Anthony. Anthony,
Wait,
stop it.
somebody said something about Lamar.
He said
Stop it,
Watson's
Anthony.
better than Lamar too.
Hands down.
So that's what
So
the
I won't
difference
say he's
is.
better.
Then
You
you're
I won't
won't?
say
wrong.
that. Then
On your
Lamar,
birthday? Oh, but Lamar, yeah, I think he's better
Now,
than Lamar, but I think Lamar is able to probably catch him. At this point, I don't think Murray is.
yes. So can we do top 5 quarterback rankings real quick then?
No, go ahead, go
sure.
ahead,
I'm all for it. Let's go.
This is
go ahead.
juicy, and I can't stand the Lamar
Top
hate
five
because
NFL or
Lamar's
top
top
five?
3. Lamar's top 3. And I
Ooh, behind who?
and I get angry when first of all, okay, Mahomes, yeah, Mahomes is 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to throw Rodgers in there.
Mm-hmm.
They're a cut above. So let's just say Mahomes and Rodgers 1 and 2. 3, you're either gonna have to say Lamar or Allen.
Ooh. You just gonna
That's what I feel.
you just gonna shit on Stafford, huh?
Right, which is debatable. You got Stafford, you got Dak, you got Kyler, you got Burrow and Herbert. That's our
Right.
really next group. And Brady.
So tell me
And
this.
Brady, facts.
Tell me if you agree with this. I think I sent it to you. I sent it to the Bishop. 2022 quarterback tiers. Hear me out before you say 2022 quarterback tiers. The best of the best. First tier 1.
Is this the one you seen on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said
I seen it.
first Kansas City Chiefs, Mahomes, the Buffalo Bills, Allen, Green Bay Packers, Rodgers, Lamar. I mean not Lamar, Deshaun, and Herbert. Best of the best, top tier. Tier 1. Tier 2, Lamar, Murray,
Lamar's on
Stafford.
tier 1 and 2.
He's in tier 2. Tier 2 is considered elite. You have Lamar, Burrow, Miller, Stafford, Dak, and Wallace. I mean, and
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah. Tier 3 franchise guys. Uh,
Nope.
Carr, 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 Winston, Tannehill, Cousins, and what's his name in New England? What's his name?
Mac and cheese.
Matt.
Yeah, Mac Jones.
I don't know why. Continue.
Tier
And
4
listen,
may
listen,
need
listen to this, Anthony. Make sure you listen
tier,
to this last one.
10, tier 4 may need a replacement soon. Wentz,
Who say that
Ryan,
again, Trey? Who'd you say?
Wentz,
Oh, okay.
Ryan, Mayfield, Tua, Jones, Goff, Garoppolo, and Darnold. And last tier, unproven, unsure, is Lance, Lawrence, Fields, Taylor, and Hurts.
I think this list came out, Anthony, like a week or two ago. Somebody
It came out like 2
Yeah.
or 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? I didn't think it was
Yeah.
that long ago.
It was 2
And
weeks
I
ago. 2 weeks ago.
have
Two-
I have a lot of reasons for Lamar. But
Okay.
the thing that just drove me crazy off the jump with this list is Josh Allen's name getting mentioned before Rodgers.
Well, it wasn't
Really?
any particular. I don't think it was
Yeah,
any
I know,
particular.
I know,
but
I know, I
yeah.
know. But Rodgers should be first on that starting. Who was in the top tier?
The
Mahomes,
best,
Rodgers,
the best of the
Allen.
best is the best of the best. Tier
Mahomes,
1 is
Allen,
Mahomes,
Rodgers,
Allen, Rodgers, Herbert, and
Herbert,
Watson.
and Deshaun, which is
put
crazy
Deshaun
because
on
I don't know
there?
how you could put Deshaun in the top tier if he hasn't played a whole year.
I
feel
guess they're
like
saying going into 2022, he's going to be top tier.
I feel like that top tier should only be two people.
Oh, what you talking about? Mahomes and Rodgers,
Yep.
and you would push
Without
push Deshaun, Allen, and Herbert to tier 2.
exactly with Lamar and Allen headlining that group. Lamar and Allen's 3A, 3B. If
So
we're gonna go
I can
accurate,
understand that because I think I would push Murray and Wilson out of tier 2 and push them into tier 3.
You crazy as hell. I just like
wait. Which
just
part?
like
You
Trey,
said
man.
him dropping
Just like
Wilson
Trey.
and
Just
Murray
like
from
Trey.
here?
Say what?
Bro.
Wait, we got to redefine the whole tier 2, Bishop. Why you say he crazy?
He
For
gonna drop. Hold on. Did you hear?
If
He
you
said
bringing in Allen, you bringing in Allen.
He dropping
You're bringing,
Tyler from tier 2 to tier 3.
yes.
Are you okay with
when
Wilson
tier 3?
dropping? From
Ron, look, this is tier 3 now. Tier 3 is Carr. He's better than Carr. Jameis Winston. He's better than Winston. Tannehill. He's better than Tannehill.
I'm looking at dropping the Cousins and Winston out of that tier and pushing them to tier 4.
I feel like tier 2 is players who we can say could potentially win an MVP. Tier 1 is our MVPs. Tier 2,
okay, I can agree with that.
Potential MVPs. These is the guys. If we're the franchise owner, we're expecting our quarterback to be an MVP one day. And I feel like Kyler Murray, you kind of got to keep in tier 2, Trey.
Now, mind you, Ron, this ain't all. This is out of these tiers. This isn't all 32 teams, and also, mind you, Tom Brady's not on here, right? He's not even on here, so he has to go in the best of the best.
For 2022,
so if you got to take somebody out of the best of the tier 1, you got to take out Deshaun.
So for 2022, I don't foresee. Keep in mind, 2022. I don't foresee Tom Brady being a best of the best in 2022. Maybe elite.
Wait. How can you say that?
Maybe elite. Because I don't foresee his performance being
this
elite.
Is the problem I have with him, Ron. See, this is the problem I have with him. So we just seen what Tom just did this past season.
That was last.
Hold on, Trey. Because see, this is where you be getting me at. See, you just heard him say. Correct me if I'm not wrong, Ron. So he says Tom is not in the tier 1. because of whatever reason. I don't know why, but we just seen
We gonna see it.
Tom the GOAT take that team to the Super Bowl the year before. Almost got them to the Super Bowl again this year. They fell short. I got it. Fell short.
2 games.
That's
Two
Tom. We're
games
talking
is
about
hella
Tom
short.
GOAT. Now, when it comes to Kyler Murray, he doesn't put Tom in the first tier, but it's crazy because you've seen Tom's work this whole entire season. You've seen what he did.
And I don't believe he's going to perform at that level.
You want to move Kyler Murray down from a tier. You don't want to pay him, and you've seen because you haven't seen enough from him. It doesn't make sense.
Because what I'm saying is I don't foresee Tom having the type of year he has had the past 2 years. That's what I'm basically saying. He doesn't have remotely anything of the same. Like he doesn't like that's
he
like
still has Mike Evans.
He still has Mike Evans. He has Godwin. He has Mike Evans. He added. He doesn't have Fournette. He doesn't have Gronkowski, and they added Gage.
Thank you. That's
they
enough.
Traded Gage. They traded. Bro, no, it's not enough. They traded Gage.
He's done it with less in New England, though.
No, he has not.
He's done it with less in New England. Has he not?
They traded Gage for Antonio Brown. That's basically what happened.
Trey, you're not answering my question. Okay, let me ask Ron, because obviously you're ignoring my question.
He's done
it with less in
No,
New
he has
England?
not. No, he has
not.
He
has not?
When he had less, he didn't win. Y'all guys is not y'all continue to ride that goat. You know what? Go ahead and ride. Like I said, I'm a very
like
patient
I said,
man.
he was coming back. He's back.
I'm going to wait, and y'all going to see. But go ahead, Ron, please.
Bishop, you have convinced me. If Tom Brady continues, we can't fully say 100% Tom Brady is back. Like, can we? Like, how shocked would you be if a month from now Tom Brady reneged on his decision? He's like, nah, I'm gonna stay gone.
I won't be shocked. Right? I can't be shocked.
No. Exactly. However, if he plays, we have to put him in tier 1.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. How do you keep the GOAT out?
When you end the 2022 season saying, I don't think that MVP should have been Rodgers, I think it should have been Brady's. It kind of says it all. It's not. No one has said I think it should have been Stafford's. A couple people said it should have been Cooper Kupp because you know. But if you weren't going with Rodgers, consensus was Brady. Like he led the league in passing yards this year.
Right.
For last year.
He led the league, not Josh Allen, not Murray, not Rodgers, not Mahomes. GOAT Brady.
Thank my point.
So we're talking about, and again, I'm being very inclusive in the words in which I'm using. We're talking about 2021 season, and now we're talking about 2022 season. So I'm saying that
older, a year rustier.
Right. So, and then you not to mention the fact that you was gone at this point. So you've come back, and when you've come back, now that you've come back, your team is not the same one, even that you had a year ago. Right. You're trying to reconstruct that same team similar to that, and that's where I say he's going to fall off. That's why I say he's going to fall off. He's not going to have the same season that he had in 2021 nor in 2020. He's coming back, in which he should have stayed gone, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Tom, GOAT, he knows not what he says. Please forgive him, for he knows not what
he can prove me wrong.
He's going to. He's going to.
He's going
to. He's going to be an MVP candidate again. Watch. If he plays, he's going to be MVP candidate again. Guaranteed.
Remember how you look? Remember how you look when they busted his mouth? That look that he had? That's what you're going to see. Busted mouth all season long.
Okay. If we wanted to have a quarterback win us a Super Bowl tomorrow for the next season, starting this year, Rodgers, Mahomes. This one's for you, Bishop. GOAT Tom Brady at number 3. Sean Watson, number 4. This next one in our top 5. I'm gonna do this for the white folks. This is for the white folks. Josh Allen, number 5. I will put Josh Allen ahead of Lamar Jackson, y'all. There, I did it. Number 6, Lamar Jackson. Number 7, Thorough Burrow, because he deserves it. 8, I put Thorough Burrow ahead of Josh Herbert. 9, Kyler Murray. 10, to round it off, Dak Prescott.
Nice. I like that.
I
Perfect.
would
I like
not.
that.
I would pull Murray out of there and
Of
insert
course you would.
Stafford.
Of
And
course you
insert
would.
Stafford.
Oh, I forgot Stafford.
Exactly.
Dang. Where we putting Stafford at, y'all? Dang.
But I just
Well,
said
we
you're
know where
pulling
Trey
Murray
put him.
out. We're
We know
pulling
where
Murray
Trey
out.
put him.
What
We
has
already
Murray?
knew.
So Stafford's
We
9.
knew where Trey was going.
Burrow 7, Herbert 8, Stafford 9.
Ooh, you saw this?
Yeah, a lot of I've seen Lamar ranked as low as 8 and 9, which
I
is
have
just
too.
kind of
I have too.
blew my mind. I'm like, the dude that just won MVP,
The
like we're
prior
talking
year.
about,
Yeah.
he just
Not
won
prior
one,
year, but
y'all.
the year before that. Yeah.
And going
in
into
the
this year, I'm
Ravens-
sorry. Until he can prove me different going into this year, Brady is
No.
not sniffing. We're not
Oh.
talking. We're not going off of the
No.
only person remotely who's in here that we're talking about because we didn't see him last year
Thank you,
because
Freddie.
he didn't play. The only person in which we're remotely talking about because we didn't see him play last year, but we're going off of what he did
Watson.
is Watson. That's
Watson.
it. Besides that, Brady, as far as my mindset, he was on his way out. Now he's coming back and doesn't have the same type of team. I'm not even finna inject him into it. I'm not even sure I'm done injecting Watson
So
that
let me
high.
ask you this, Chris. I know we short on time and stuff like this, but I'm gonna ask you this. And listen, Ron, I want you to hear this. So last
Yeah,
year's Super Bowl
Watson
was
is a question mark.
Super Bowl was the Rams and the
Bengals.
Bengals. The year
Bengals.
before that, it was Tampa Bay and who?
Chiefs.
Tampa Bay and the Chiefs.
Okay. The year before that, who was it?
49ers and the Chiefs.
Niners.
49ers and Chiefs, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
The year before that, who was it?
The Chiefs and the
No, that Chiefs didn't go. Oh, the Chiefs.
no, it was New England and LA.
Right.
Yeah.
In 2016, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You gonna ask us who was before that?
No, I'm not gonna go, but no, I'm not going. I just wanted to know something. Okay, so in 2016, which that was the year in which New England won.
I think that's
Yes.
18.
Was 18? It might be 18. You're right. Might be
Yeah.
18. Who was
Todd Gurley.
Tom's receivers?
But let's break it down. Let's be honest. They didn't win because Tom Brady's offense. They won because New England's defense.
Right.
You still got to put points on the board.
Yeah, but it was
The Ravens
dismal. It
scored
was only like a
56.
total. It was like 16-9 or something like that. Like there was no point.
No,
There
it was
wasn't
13-3.
Again, who was their receivers?
Julius
Nobody.
Edelman. Julius
No.
Edelman.
Which he's no longer there, but go ahead.
They
Yeah,
had
he's no
Gronk
longer.
and Grunt.
Yeah, they had Gronk and Julius Edelman.
And
And they
still
only
made it to
put
the
up-
Super Bowl.
They only
And they
put up 13
still
points.
listen to what I'm saying though, Trey. They still made it to the Super Bowl with just them two. Still made it. That's my point. They still made it with Edelman and Gronk, a tight end and a wide receiver slot.
I'm very sure it was other people. But what I'm saying is they had an elite defense.
But
that
the
it's
other,
no
other
different.
people are
The
still
year,
not
think about this.
Godwin.
The first year that the Baltimore Ravens won their Super Bowl. How did they win their Super Bowl? You think it's because Joe Flacco was on point? No, it's because they had an elite defense. Defense wins ball games.
Joe
They had
Flacco,
an elite.
the offense still had to do what it had to do.
I
Their
get
defense
that,
might have won
but
the
their
Super Bowl for them,
defense
but the
locked it
offense still had to
down.
get them to the Super Bowl. You
The
still got to put up
defense-
points throughout the season to get there.
The defense locked it down. They had an elite defense. The year that the second time that they won the Super Bowl, they had a good defense, but the 49ers had a better offense in which they walked their ass down. It was only a touchdown away from winning the Super Bowl when they was getting shellacked across the whole game. So it's defenses win ball games. And who did we have? Crabtree and Colin Kaepernick? So it's what I'm saying is that I just think that he's going to rescind back. Oh, we had Randy Moss too. I'm thinking that he's going to rescind back, and he's not going to have the type of year in which he's had because one, he's getting older. Two, he was already out the door with it, which now he takes more of a mindset for him to get back and put himself back in the playing position and play in the playing mindset. He doesn't have remotely the same weapons in which he had before. Because at this point, who's their running back?
It don't matter. Like Ron
Both
said,
their running backs, it hella matters. Because think about it, if Buffalo would have had a running back,
did a running
where
back
would
matter? Let me ask you this: did a running back matter in this past Super Bowl? No.
Yeah, they did.
Who?
If
Who
if
mattered?
Cincinnati would have kept feeding Joe Mixon, it would have been a problem. They stopped feeding him.
No.
Yes, Joe Mixon was making a hell of a difference.
No. Did they win with him?
They stopped giving the ball to him.
He was getting stopped by
was-
Donald and Miller.
He was getting stopped running, but on him as a receiver was killing them.
So now
That's
you're
how
saying
they
it's
got.
so you're saying so we
What I'm
don't need
saying
a
is a
receiver.
running back is key. If Buffalo would have had a running back, do you think they would have stood up and lost?
So what running back? So
Kansas
what running
City.
back? What running back did Kansas City have the last year that they won?
They had Hilaire, didn't they?
You don't even know because it wasn't a factor.
Well,
It
no,
wasn't a factor, bro.
came
I'm telling you, you don't need a running back to win a Super Bowl.
They beat the San Francisco needed because San Francisco stopped feeding our running backs. Is how we end up losing the game that allowed Kansas City to win their playoff, to win their Super Bowl.
The only running back that I
Here's
would
a better
say,
question: who is the last running back to really affect a playoff run or win a championship for their team?
don't worry, I'll wait.
It was
'Cause I don't know.
Fournette. If they Fournette, what would Tampa Bay had
Oh
done?
my God, bro.
2 touchdowns, 120 yards receiving. Come on now. Fournette stood up and finished the game for them. Of course, they gave it to Tom Brady, just like they did other times. But Fournette was the reason they won their Super Bowl. 120 yards. What was the last time you had a 120-yard rushing running back in a Super Bowl?
A 120
2 touchdowns. Fournette
game.
did the heavy lifting for that team.
Mm. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Of course, the running back makes a difference. A defense and that running back makes a difference.
We're gonna let
Just
you
wait
win.
and see. We're gonna let it see. Just wait and
Ron,
see.
like you said, that part, Ron.
Just wait and
That
see.
part.
And you know I do not say anything unless
These
I know I do
running
not say
backs.
anything unless it's factually based. So just wait and see. Just wait and see.
So
We
then
shall
that
see.
sounds like you saying Christian McCaffrey is the most important pickup piece this offseason.
I'm very sure
Yeah.
he could be a very important.
If he can,
I know the running back is being devalued. I get that, but if you look at it like we just said, put Najee Harris in Buffalo.
we got a problem.
Think about what was the rhetoric when the Seattle Seahawks lost their Super Bowl championship? Who should have got the ball?
Marshawn Lynch, because it's on the inch-yard line, bro. The
But
inch-yard
still,
line.
who should have got the ball?
Yard line. It's an
But
inch.
still.
Anybody, you know what? Russell Wilson could have quarterback sneaked in and got in.
But they didn't say why didn't Russell Wilson run the quarterback seat. They said
Because
give
Marshawn
Beast
Lynch was the most
give
dominant
Beast-
back then. He was the most
Exactly.
dominant
So
back
they
then.
need to hit- How did they get there with them? I'm very sure they was feeding Marshawn Lynch because he ate the clock up when they needed to have the clock eaten up, and Russell Wilson would finish it, or Marshawn Lynch would finish it.
How about we don't give the credit to the offense at all? And let's just say it was the Legion of Boom.
It wasn't. I mean, we know it wasn't in that sense. It was Marshawn Lynch. Beast mode was the reason they got a lot of their wins, and he took care of business when he needed to. So it's the running back. In some instances, the running back is a very key asset to teams getting their wins. And that's what I'm saying right now.
We can honestly say that in the last 5 Super Bowls, it made you. I'm gonna give you Leonard Fournette because he had 120 yards. But for the last 5 Super Bowls, he was the only one that made a difference.
I'll give you that.
5 Super Bowls, one.
I'll give you that.
One running back.
All of the other ones. So okay, you know what? We got time, so I'm going because we can go on with this. This is what
this dude here, Ron. Get him, Ron. We ain't got time.
This is what y'all not going to do. We ain't got because there's no way. Because I was about to go through and break down all the last 4 Super Bowls after the what's one, but we don't have time for that. We don't have time.
That sounds like a fun show, though. Go ahead. We're gonna write that one down.
Yes, we are. Let's keep that tally. Let's go.
Well,
Allen
so
Gordon is
I
cornerback.
greatly appreciate y'all coming through and watching this.
For sure.
Every once in a while we become debatable. So you know what I'm saying, but definitely we're gonna go that because if we going, I'm gonna go and get all my receipts. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
going
Ain't
to.
nothing better. We gonna get all my receipts and be able to show and prove the point in which I am making. Not taking anything from away from anyone, but I do believe that the Tom Brady that they all hope to see is not the Tom Brady that we're going to get at the end of the day.
Why
But
does
I
people
greatly,
not believe, Ron? What is wrong with what people do? How many times does this dude got to prove everybody
I'm
wrong,
people.
bro?
I'm people. I'm
I
people.
see. That's what I said.
I'm
How
people.
many times does he have to do it, Ron? How many times does this man, the GOAT, have to prove everybody wrong?
I mean, he voted 5. It makes sense, but it's Tom Brady. I don't feel like if Tom Brady is at the top of his game, he would come back. Like
Right.
he went home, he looked at them kids, then went and looked at the mirror. And like, it's still Tom for Tom, motherfucker.
I'm going back to work. I'm going back to work.
Let's go throw some
I'm,
touchdowns.
I'm going back to work. He was like, I
I'm
looked at the
bad
kid. I'm
mother
going back to work.
So again, we greatly appreciate y'all rocking us with this morning. I know we went over time a little bit, what y'all probably used to, but you know what I'm saying, we had to get. I guess it was something out there. We had to get. Of course, it's Bishop's birthday. We greatly appreciate him going on the show today. We know
Hey,
he's turning it up the rest of the week and probably into
yeah,
next week as we'll be in Houston. Uh,
let's go.
We greatly appreciate Ron coming on to us. We look forward to seeing him again on later on Fridays. I know he'll be having other stuff going on. This will be a conversation we'll continue just at the like they said because we want to go get the receipts and we're going to pull up our Super Bowls and everything and all that type of stuff to see just to prove a point. All my life I had to fight
Fight to prove my love.
to
Yeah.
prove. So Ron Bishop, any words before we ride up out of here, gentlemen?
Nah, I ain't gonna hold nobody up, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate all the birthday wishes. Thank y'all so much.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So.
Turn her up.
Without further ado, of course, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning. So, attention, fall out.
Roll 5, Military Fraternity Incorporated. We'll holler back at y'all. Peace. Appreciate you, Freddie. Thank you, man.